Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. That's right. The Wrasslin for Life Network is back at it again. It's a Friday night. Not any Friday night. It's doubleheader Friday night. And we can't wait to go through 3 hours plus. You know how Fridays go. We know when we're starting. We don't know when we're finishing. It's going to be a good night. Of course, SmackDown up next. We're going to see what tonight brings, folks. So tune in. Have fun. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live. The show is live. The frog in my throat was apparently alive. But we are ready to go. As always, I am every night KJ White, and I can't do this fun show alone. So I'm joined by the Baron of Banter, the master of mischief, the one, the only, Big Nick Heyman. How are you tonight, sir?
Yes. Hello, internet friends. It is very much a feel-good Friday. Tonight we're starting off with Michael Cole in the ring. Surprisingly,
Introducing Pat McAfee.
Yeah, I think Pat's back. So
the fans are going nuts. We're gonna have a good night, folks. We're ready.
Oh, absolutely. Me. We're gonna be rocking and rolling.
The four lifers over here are amped and ready to go for Friday night. We've had a great week on the channel. Another milestone type week, breaking all kinds of records for this channel all week long. So we always tell you guys we're the fastest growing wrestling channel out there. Maybe one of the fastest growing channels, period. I don't fucking know. But
yeah, we don't need all them extra subtitles. We're fastest growing channel on YouTube.
We're good. We're on fire, folks. So thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us on Friday night. And we're getting a little graphic here of Pat McAfee, Happy Corbin. Michael Cole starts the night in the ring and introduces his partner, and the fans go nuts for a
McAfee. Well, he's amazing. I feel like he's almost kind of this era's Bobby Heenan.
Is it because of the neck brace?
No, it's because he actually has a personality. Like, he's just a character. That's just him. He's not. It's not a shtick. It's not, some gimmick that they gave him. It's just him.
He might be the company's best promo.
Oh, absolutely. At this point, almost him and Heyman.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
right.
I don't count Heyman. He's on God level, right?
Yeah,
God mode for that guy. Look at the fans, and this guy is doing something that not enough wrestlers do. Play to the fucking audience, not to the camera. You got to get in there, and that's what he did. He just stopped what he was saying, jumped up on the second rope. The crowd goes crazy again. He's playing to the crowd. It's something MJF does very well. Play to the crowd. Roman got better at it, where he milks that moment, and everybody knows he's going to say, "Acknowledge me." Not enough guys do that. Not enough guys get the fans to chant. Like, look, he's getting them to fucking sing along with them, like he's Freddie freaking Mercury.
I think Roman learned it after he beat The Undertaker, and he let everybody boo him, and he was pointing at his palm saying, "I've got them in the palm of my hand." Yeah. He learned how to play off the crowd then, and especially that promo off with Cena. But yeah, Pat's on a level of like Mick Foley, because you always get that, right here in San Antonio, Texas. And it just the place would go nuts. Like he does stuff like that.
Challenge accepted. All right. Then, you know what? Corbin doing commentary last week, Nick, was one of the best things Corbin's done in probably 2 years.
You want to know why? Because he was impersonating Pat McAfee.
Because you know what? He was actually letting himself go and show some decent personality. All right. Graves gets up there.
Well, I'm being completely honest here. If the type of lifestyle this man presents, at least on Instagram and everything, if he did that character, of just him, it would be way better than King Corbin, Happy Corbin, depressed mustard on the shirt Corbin. Yeah.
Valium Corbin. Yeah, there's a few.
Yeah.
But let's quickly, his neck wasn't fractured, it was merely bruised. Damien, how you doing? I hope you're doing well tonight. Thank you for being here. Gary as well. Good to see you again. I hope you're having a wonderful week. Wait, I got to read the whole question sometimes. Card looks like a repeat of repeat. Generally, Gary, Jason, thank you for being here. Let's go. Look, you beat me to it tonight. I was slacking. Slacking on a Friday, folks. I'm looking forward to Rampage and SmackDown tonight. Both look good. We'll see.
We have the first Rampage of Fyter Fest. So we've got the Ring of Honor World Championship getting defended on that show.
Hassan, good to see you. Thank you for being here again. It's always a pleasure. Yeah, we agree. There we go. What is going on? Pat getting introduced by Cole. Cole needs to go. Jason dropping the hammer early tonight. Not fucking around.
What do you think about Cole right now?
I think Cole's been mailing it in for about 8 years. I think there was a time where I didn't mind Cole, but I think he's just been honestly just mailing it in.
I actually like Cole right now. I think Cole and McAfee are the best commentators in wrestling right now.
Because of Pat.
A big part, yes, because it did revitalize his career. I won't deny that. But I think they're the perfect straight man and comedy duo. It's the Monsoon Heenan. That's why I say he's like Heenan.
I think for me, and I agree with you, I think this combo of somebody and Michael Cole, this is actually the best combo he's had. He plays off him much better, especially when he's irritated and he's just like, like he's shaking him by the shoulders and his head's bobbing. And you're like, okay, Michael Cole really doesn't like this guy. And he might not. But I think one of the biggest reasons I hate Michael Cole, there's two big ones, but the big one, I don't even know if it's fully his fault. It was just the consistent nauseating repetition of the same shit over and over. And I know everyone's going to jump on, and the first one I think of, obviously, Boss Time, right? Like, if we saw her for a fucking promo and she comes out to open the show, it's Boss Time. She comes back out later for something, it's Boss Time. Sometimes we're hearing that fucking shit 4 or 5 times a week. You're like, Cole, stop it. Now, I don't know if that's completely his fault, but there's a bunch of characters, and people are going to say it's a catchphrase, but pick and choose.
To me, that's Vince talking in his ear, because you had Vince when he was on commentary with the unbelievable, what a maneuver.
Right.
So I think that's Vince talking in his ear with that one.
Oh, Corbin's got monkeypox, folks.
Oh, God. Is it in poor taste to do any sort of like a disease gimmick? Right after with COVID right and everything.
Yeah, I mean, interesting take for sure. Wait, I missed this one. Oh, I'm missing the buttons too. TV 14 is coming, then the end of PG era. That is true, and we will talk about more of that. This promo going a little bit long for my taste right now. But just trying to catch the end of it, and Pat is phenomenal.
Yeah, I just had Corbin showing off his monkeypox there.
All right, I like when I'm ahead of it a little. But what I'm going to do is
you're good. You're straight. We're straight.
I'm just going to give it 10 seconds. Okay, 3 seconds.
We're straight. Don't even fuck.
What's going on with Pat? We got that one. I can't wait to see Bailey return.
We know.
The other reason I hate Cole is sometimes, to me, where a lot of wrestling lacks nowadays when it comes to commentary is they're supposed to be selling you on the story that the wrestlers are telling, and that's what JR did so well. If Austin was a heel, there he was cursing, or anybody like that son of a bitch, and he told you emotion. He led by example with fans. This is what you should be going through right now. If something was joyous, then he was that too, right? And now I felt like there was times where like there would be moves or moments or angles, and Cole would be too busy in La La Land. Oh, apparently somebody doesn't like.
You went into La La Land,
right? Bye. Here comes the champion, by the way, the women's champion.
But I had something there and I just kind of lost it.
Right, Chris LeClaire. I want to see Bailey return. Do you? Are you sure? Victor, good to see you, my brother. Hi, do you guys think Bray Wyatt is returning? Laura, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining. Always a pleasure to have new faces in the chat. I do think Bray is returning. I do. I really do.
Well, he's returning. We just don't know when, where, or how, why, anything.
Right? Like we have no idea. We have no idea what is going on. Tiffany, welcome back. Good to see you. Thank you for being here tonight.
So we're getting so interesting. Well, besides the fact that right now we're getting Natalya versus Liv next, with Natalya being reportedly hard to work with backstage, and she pulled the Austin Aries against Liv on a house show. But also there's been that whole talk with Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits, of if there's tension, who should be the singles guy if they do split. And now we're getting Angelo Dawkins versus, I believe it might be Jay, in a singles match tonight.
They got to stop it. They got to stop it, dude.
Well, I like it, but I'm saying Jay's already established himself as being a guy who could probably move up with that whole the feud that he had with Roman while Jimmy was out. And I think this is Dawkins trying to kind of get his shot to show that he could move up or could show his potential, I guess.
Bum ass Corbin, bad bed bugs. Oh, sorry. He said ass, so YouTube asked me if it was okay. But yeah, no, I completely agree with you. Pat McAfee is over with the fan. He's hugely over. He's probably he gets the fans out of their seat better than anybody on the roster right now. It is insane. Unnatural. Did he freeze?
No.
Oh no, he moved. There we go.
I was letting you go.
I wasn't going anywhere. That was it. I thought you were just so still. I am excited about SmackDown tonight. Is SmackDown Women's Champion Liv Morgan is in action, Chris? Yes, she is. The cheap pop. He's got the cheap pop down pat, RV. He actually does. Howdy, y'all. What's up, Boss Monster? Good to see you. Rally Sport, good to see you. RV, good to see you. Pat is great. Ring of Honor title match later. Yes, we have Gresham versus Lee Moriarty, Nick.
Yeah, Gresham, who just joined Tully's little stable there.
Yeah, heel turn for Gresham, who's like a consummate babyface. So that's interesting.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because I kind of thought he could have gone to like Blackpool Combat Club, and he feels like he's kind of gone to like the discount version of it a little bit.
Right. The discount version of it. That's an interesting take on it. I mean, overall, I think shit, man. No, I mean, I think we're good with that. Fuck. I have nothing to say. I really don't. Like, it was surprising to me. We'll see what they do with it. And trying to multitask didn't go so well for me on that one. Trying to talk to you and talk to you at the same time. It's kind of threw myself off. Looking forward to the Dark Order versus House of Black and Lucha Brothers versus Private Party on Rampage. What do you think, Nick, about Uno grabbing the mic on, when they're in Rochester and throwing out, comments about a new and improved Dark Order, and we got to get shit together and da 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 da.
I think it's because it was in Rochester. I think that's really honestly just it. It's a way to still keep the memory of Brody alive and still pay tribute to the man. And I think it's a way of, okay, we can kind of let them sit on the back burner because it's going to be a new version when they really kind of come out and everything. And so maybe we wait until -1 actually is, 19 years later.
I thought that's long story. Like,
right. Well, we've also seen a fair amount of people from the Dark Order keep dropping off or not getting re-signed or be on a per appearance basis. So
that's an interesting aspect of this altogether, right? Is we're seeing them drop like flies anyway. I don't know, maybe too long. And again, I don't quite understand why they had to be the playful gimmick for so long after. Like, I get it. They had that night, and it was one of the most unforgettable nights in wrestling history. But, I mean, realistically, the Dark Order the next week or the week after could have went back to being the Dark Order and almost in honor of Brody Lee and what Brody Lee, his vision. That could have been the story of Uno grabbing the troops in the office, in the boardroom, and saying, listen, we're doing this for Brody. And even if they were babyface, but not goofballs.
Yeah, but at that point with that roster, because that's the thing is, I think we kind of look at that from the way the AEW roster is now, or could potentially be now, versus the way the AEW roster was then. Who would you have really had step into that leader role for the Dark Order? Otherwise, it would have just looked like kind of like Retribution, like a band of misfits just doing fuck all.
I mean, I mean, in my head, they would probably just go to Uno, even if it was temporary, until they find a new, exalted one.
Yeah.
Now we got Liv Morgan and Natalya in the ring. Natalya's starting hot and heavy. And this is an interesting matchup. And there's some heat going on here, Nick.
Well, that's the thing is this is the most interesting Natalya's been in probably a good couple of years in her career. So even if it's not the greatest heat, or even if it's completely unfounded, because we had, I guess, her like her agent, her representative, disputing the whole claim that she has heat backstage. But this is the most relevant Natalya's been in a bit, so I'll take it.
And she's doing what she does best, and to me, she's the female Dolph Ziggler.
Little bit,
right? That's the vibe I get from her. Like, and I don't mean that in a disparaging way. I mean, she's doing with Liv right now what you would expect her to do. It is clean, it is quick, there's transition, there's technical wrestling. Like, it's good.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, she's still one of the best technical wrestlers in the company, honestly. But I think she's a little weird, I guess, like outside of the ring, like with all the stuff that she does, like with her sister and everything. I won't lie. I mean,
it's fucking funny as shit, man.
It's a little awkward.
It's different, and I mean, I understand if.
I get it. If you got it, flaunt it. But
dude stole the words out of my mouth.
Right, but if you also can't act like, because the Hart family has always been this very uptight kind of Wrasslin's Wrasslin.
I don't know, uptight
type of family.
Traditional.
Uptight,
I said.
They've always been traditional. And for her to be out there, if you got it, flaunt it.
But it's just crazy, and it came out of left field, right? Like, because it wasn't always the case.
But that if that's her, then screw it. That's her personality. I mean, but it's one of those of they don't do anything with it.
I mean, it would seem like she had upgraded the situation, and she's very happy about it. And I mean, it's just funny. And I mean, a lot of people have talked about it. Rhonda poked fun at it, no pun intended, I suppose.
Well, Rhonda isn't, exactly normal herself either.
Apparently not. Ooh, catapult into the ring post off the apron. Liv is down. We're going to commercial. They actually threw to a commercial. Good for you, Michael.
Yeah, he's back on his shit now that Pat's here.
Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to try and catch up to these comments in the chat. You know how me and Nick roll. We don't always do our best keeping up, but we don't leave till we hit them all. So that's good news.
Well, no, we got enough regulars now. Y'all made friends. Y'all talk amongst yourselves, introduce the new people. You're friends. You're part of the family.
Right. Get in there.
Right.
Lonely Corbin, King Corbin, depressed Corbin, anxiety Corbin, bipolar Corbin, bisexual Corbin, and bum Corbin. All right. The evolution of Corbin. Raleigh Sport. Cole only good because Pat best commentators in wrestling, I think, at the moment. Concur?
I don't think it's a think. I think he is. Like, I don't know who you really would say would be close.
Well, people said, Corey Graves is better. Dumb people say Excalibur is better. And that's not even a close race. Sorry. No. I think he's kind of got it, but I mean, he's kind of not up against a whole lot of challengers.
Yeah, everybody's kind of. We've got a problem of almost too many Byron Saxtons out there.
Fucking hell! Don't get me started on Byron. It's too early in the show to get on Byron. Hello, gentlemen. Hello, KJ. Hello, KJ White. How's it going? Raleigh Sport. It's Friday night. We're feeling good. We're ready to go. I hope everyone out there had a phenomenal week. We got through it, folks. Monday to Friday in the books. We're good to go. We're heading into the weekend. We got a couple hours of wrestling plus some bonus hour and more and more. we'll be here.
We'll be here till we decide to get off.
That's it. You will enjoy. But yeah, we're rolling along, folks. And if you haven't liked or subscribed yet, please do so. Join the family. We do this all the goddamn time. We got a lot of special events coming your way. Last weekend, we did the award show, and that went over really, really well with the fans. If you haven't checked out our half-year awards,
if you want a golden KJ, if I can try to get the camera to focus.
Right? So check it out, folks, if you haven't done that yet. Do keep in mind the podcast dropped yesterday. Let's Rumble is back out, and we had a lot of fun with this one. So
that one got heated. That was some, backstage heat that we kind of forgot at times the camera was rolling, and we just got
I'm still mad at you. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, thank you, Rally Sport. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you for being a part of the 400. The 407 subscribers. We're rolling.
Yeah, we just hit 400. So absolutely, and it was less than a month ago or so we had hit 200. Yeah. So absolutely, thank you everybody for all of that. And I know you've heard me say this plenty of times, but be a friend, tell a friend.
Be a friend, tell a friend. You get a T-shirt.
Exactly.
You get a T-shirt. You might get one of these bad boys. Or is it? I know you usually like starting to wave it around, but
yeah, I don't have it. Right,
ready here. You might get, if you can prove 10 of your friends are watching the show, we'll send you one of these bad boys.
Maybe we'll try and if we want to go super, if you're that far into it, we'll just send you like an autograph version.
Yeah, an autograph version because we're somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody to somebody anyway. What else we got? Oh, hello to Big Nick. Raleigh Film Nation did not want to leave you out, so there you go, sir. We got
I am big, so I'm kind of hard to miss. So I'm big and I talk a lot. So like I said, I'm kind of hard to miss. I'm big and hard.
Wait, no pause. You don't give a pause. Getting us in trouble here. Salacious bullshit. No, but Cole, annoying, boss time, and the best, Brock Lesnar. Yeah, I mean, again, it just feels like he's throwing softballs all the time, right? There's not a lot.
Could that also a bit be because he's always been pretty much a product of the PG era? I mean, think about it. We haven't had not PG since 2008. We don't know. I guess it was speculated that it's going to be next Monday night, and then now that was kind of quickly retracted. It's gonna happen. We just don't know when.
Right.
I think it's almost because they want to. I don't know why they would do that. Like, unless they're gonna try and slow build it, or they'll transition it so you don't know when it happens. So I guess they kind of feel like they caught fire organically, but I don't know.
Scott, me and you can be friends. No, Excalibur sucks, and I know a lot of people bag on him, but he's not good. Sounds like a shitty, like a guy from a shitty like used car lot commercial all the time. Like he's trying to sell you, come by Sunday. There they go.
He sounds like if you were trying to do a stereotype of a wrestling commentator and it wasn't JR, that's what you would do.
Right.
And why the mask? Okay, like, are you hopping in the ring? Like,
I don't care.
Did you have burns like Kane? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing with the mask, and you know what? They do those really good like road to whatever shows for whatever pay-per-view, and you get all these serious interviews, and there's JR like, yeah, Adam Cole's one of the best in the world, and then they flip to this goofball, and he's just sitting there, and he's like, well, and he's starting to give an analysis of what's about to happen, and it's not that he has bad points; it's just you're looking at the mask the whole time.
Well, and I guess part of that too is the eyes tell a lot of the story too. And you're cutting off a big part of your space to actually.
They need to make that an angle, like Jericho rips his mask off during a fucking Rampage or something. Sick of your shit, yeah. He's like, Jericho, can you stop screaming? He's like, fuck you. But there has to be something. Like, to me,
converted to the Dark Order or something, and then he takes his mask off instead of putting one on.
Right. But yeah, to me, it's just a little bit too much. And again, I just don't buy into him. I think a lot of times it's like if you and I was trying to give you play-by-play because you couldn't see the wrestling, and I'm trying to tell you kind of what we do here, where you're Morgan with their big W. 1, 2, 3. I'm still. There we go.
Yeah, I'm trying to gauge how far ahead of me you are. I've got Natty just taking it into the turnbuckle finisher, double finisher. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you're, I guess, a good bit.
No, we're even now.
Ah,
that worked out very well, sir. Ronnie, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Since Gresham turned, what if he goes to Impact and joins Honor No More? They're getting big. They're getting NWO big. I don't know.
Oh, and it's still of how do you really run an Honor No More and not have it be tied in the Ring of Honor, which Tony Khan owns. So you're airing stuff that is somebody else's product or tied into it. So you then have to work out a deal to do that. So I don't think so.
Right? All right. So Morgan still got that belt. Speaking of Morgan, Scott, how are you doing tonight? I hope you're doing well out there. That was a perfect transition.
Yes, potentially Liv's older brother.
Right. There we go. So Liv's doing a post-match interview. She's looking good. She got a big W. And yeah, Scott, I hope you had a wonderful week. Thank you for joining us again tonight. Pat just referenced WWE's going TV 14. I'm surprised.
I like it. I'm just questioning the reason behind it. Is it because they're finally actually going to do it to try and draw in
they finally came to the conclusion.
AEW has? Is it to be a parachute for Vince? Is it to just kind of at least have some sort of good news or appease the fans of, hey, we've had a lot of shit news for a while. Here's something at least halfway positive.
Yeah, eat on this. Okay, cheer about something because shit.
Right.
Or it could be a matter of fact of like, Vince isn't in the room and they're like, hey guys, this is what we think. I don't know.
I mean, if that's what that is, then absolutely. I mean, we've seen them start to go back to looking at indie wrestlers versus just natural athletes.
Yeah, it's true.
So we could be seeing Triple H's vision just at the main roster level.
Nobody can deny that Triple H understands wrestling. He knows wrestling. He gets wrestling. There's nobody that ever came on in any interview and said, Triple H knows nothing about wrestling.
Right. Whether you like the man personally or anything like that, love him or hate him, he knows professional wrestling and he knows
that doesn't
modern
mean
day professional wrestling.
Hey, Mr. Money in the Bank. So we're getting a lot of crossover here tonight. I guess we didn't get any with Liv. I just saw her on Raw on Monday. So this week, Happy Corbin is boring. He's good in the ring, but go away heat. Yeah, they gave him going away heat with shit gimmick after shit gimmick after shit gimmick.
Yeah, ever since he was feuding with Roman about dog food, I think it's been kind of downhill.
Bailey's coming back when, Chris? SummerSlam? Sooner? Later?
Let's start the booking odds on who comes back first, Wyatt or Bailey.
Yeah, I think Bailey comes back before Wyatt, but Wyatt feels eerily close. Oh, Paul making friends with Austin Theory. Oh, you know that I know that you know that I know. He looks like To the Moon Alice. He looks like, what's his face? For the old fans out there, he looks like the dude from Honeymooners.
Ralph Camden?
Ralph Camden, Ralphie, baby.
One of these days, Alice. One of these days.
Paul kind of looks like him. We're good.
Well, it's that. I think that just fits with his look. He's got that sleazy slimeball city slicker look.
Little bit.
Yeah, well, he's had that since he was Paulie Dangerously.
Yeah.
With, the Dangerous Alliance.
Right. I mean, the good thing he doesn't have the ponytail anymore. I will say that.
I don't know. I kind of when he had that in ECW with like the headset and the
but now
I dig that.
Now looking like Danny DeVito with a ponytail. No.
Go for it.
So glad Pat back on commentary. Yes, Rally Sport. I want to see Bailey return. It will be soon. So, Chris, you're not alone.
Right. The Bailey buddies are joining together.
Right. The surprise ref is going to be announced tonight. Who do you think it will be?
Ooh, that's a good question. You go first. You're ahead. Go first so I can halfway catch up.
Sorry, I'm just watching Austin Theory wrap this up. Surprise ref is going to be announced for what?
The tag match.
Oh, who do I
at
think?
SummerSlam between the Usos and the Street Profits.
Randy Orton.
No fucking way. That would be insane.
Right?
They would blow the fucking roof off if that happened.
Raid is on. Your favorite.
Oh, God. Here, let me refresh at least. I still got Austin.
I got the Raid. See that? Time to join the Raid.
Oh, the Hot Topic Raiders, folks.
The Hot Topic Raiders. This man. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. It is the New Day dressed as the Hot Topic Raiders.
What? Oh, yeah.
Oh, so mocking the dudes.
It's not hard to do that. How does the New Day look better as the Viking Raiders than the Viking Raiders?
Shut the fuck up. No way. Shut the fuck up.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Someone in the chat, someone out there, tell me I'm wrong. I am 100% right.
The new Raid?
Yeah, the new Raid looks better than the Hot Topic Raiders by a mile.
Liv Morgan got a goth chick no one ever realized. Liv Morgan is that goth chick no one ever realizes till you see her in a different light and you go, wait a second. Get rid of the graveyard look with the 10 pounds of black makeup, and she is hot as hell.
Well, no, I kind of followed that journey there. That way. I think you're just trying to say she's one of those, like, in every, like, 90s, early 2000s movie to where, like, the dorky person, like, all they do is take off their glasses and all of a sudden they become way more attractive or something.
No, but I mean, Liv was attractive, like, even when she was doing
absolutely.
Live Forever in NXT. We don't need to... But is she a goth chick? Is she a goth chick in her soul? Am I missing that?
No, I think he's just trying to say that she's, blossomed as a woman, and I don't think we really need to.
Okay, guys, we're moving on. The award-winning JV to you. Where's his trophy?
Yeah. Where's your trophy? I got trophies. You don't got no trophy.
The award-winning Valdez Express. Choo-choo.
You can't prove nothing. You don't got no trophies. I got multiple trophies. You ain't got
a little engine that could. Since Grissom turned, I got that one. Sorry, Victor. What's up, Ronnie? I might have got that one. Does Natalya win and turns the SummerSlam match into a triple threat? Apparently not.
Yeah, that's going to be a big no.
That's going to be a big no. The Renegade Twins versus Athena, Chris Statlander. This match is interesting tonight on Rampage. There's been a lot of hype around the Renegade Twins. But yeah, Athena and Statlander as a team is interesting.
Oh, I don't know too much or anything really on the Renegade Twins, but I do very much like the tag team of Athena and Statlander. Like,
right?
It will, because we saw Thunderstorm. If we're gonna do if AEW is gonna pick up after WWE, very much dropping the ball with a women's tag division. If everybody loves titles, everybody's got to have a title in AEW. So if we're gonna do a women's tag division, those are two solid tag teams right there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Especially if someone like, say, Sasha, Naomi, Paige, they come into the women's division. Mm-hmm. It clears certain people out of the way into the tag division to where they're still doing something still relevant. Right. While someone like Sasha can go right at the title.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. Sorry, we're getting tickets are on sale in Boston. I think Lance Archer should have stepped up in that role when Brody Lee left. Ooh, Lance Archer is the head of the Dark Order.
I could halfway. Yeah, actually, with Jake the Snake, with his kind of dark, kind of mystical background, he could be like like I've seen people saying how Kanosaurus and Christians like Darth Vader and the Emperor. I could see that being more the case.
Don't believe everything you see on a meme.
And Jake the Snake of,
right?
Well, you want to play blackjack? You want to play 21? Well, I got 22.
Let's go. Yeah, you'd have to pull Archer off that going off the edge all the time motif, I think, a little bit. Kind of the way Brody was doing it, where he was very maniacal, very, to the point where he would lean in, kick somebody in the head if he didn't like what they were saying, but he didn't lose control, lose his tempers in that regard. Like, as he got super angry, but he wasn't Lance Archer crazy. He was controlled. So Jake pulling him in and pulling him in and calming him down, not closing him down, calming him down. Yeah, it could have worked. It's a bit of a stretch, but the worst ideas have been sent our way.
Exactly. Well, the worst ideas have gone on television.
Yeah, no kidding. Boom, boom, boom. All right. We're in commercial, folks. I will remind everyone out there, if you haven't been here before, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. We do this for all the shows, and then we go through everything, and we even hit GCW, New Japan, NWA. We do not stop. We're here most weeks, 7 days a week, as the wrestling will allow, and we are not stopping. We're going to ride this train all the way to SummerSlam. And, of course, there's other members of the team kicking around and peripheral members of the team kicking around. So stay tuned, folks. We got a lot more coming your way.
We're the AEW of wrestling YouTube. We've just got, little branches everywhere.
Right? And growing by the minute. So thank you for being here. Like, subscribe, join the family today. And it's like having some buddies on the couch watching wrestling with you. If you can't see the wrestling, we'll fill you in on all the details. We'll be here to make some comments, a lot of jokes, and a lot of analysis, and a lot of question answering, which Nick and I
No, well, like you said, it's exactly how it is. This is how it would be if you had your wrestling buddies over and you were watching SmackDown. Honestly, if it was a big moment and it caught your attention, you'd be talking about that. If it was, there's other more bigger things going on, you could talk about that too. If we're just kind of shooting the shit, we're just going to shoot the shit.
Big shout out to the Pink Ranger. Where do we go with this? I think we were here. Nope, got that one. Elevated him for more being with Jake the Snake.
No, see, I think you keep Jake with it because Jake was able. People forget Jake had a really good feud with the Undertaker and was very much involved with him.
I don't see it. Sorry, go finish it, Nick.
No, it's more of just that he's done kind of the halfway spooky, almost the Whitey type stuff before, to where he doesn't have to be supernatural but can be dark. So I think that would work well with the Dark Order.
Yeah, you almost see it like Jake being like, if you do Jake as like the guy that's sitting on the throne, and Archer's, the figurehead, but Jake's kind of pulling the strings behind the whole situation.
Jake never has to take a bump.
No, right? And he kind of sits there and kind of dictates how it goes, and he's in Archer's ear. Archer's the heavy, the muscle, and everyone bows to Archer, but Jake's the man in charge, kind of pseudo. He's the one delivering. Like, imagine giving him those Dark Order vignettes where he's doing like the infomercial, and it's just Jake's face comes on the screen. It's a little staticky, and he's, join us.
Yeah, well, you just hear Jake's voice because he's got that super kind of creepy voice. You don't even need to see, old man Jake.
Alexander, thank you for being here. Did you hear Pat McAfee got a promo? Pat McAfee tore it down tonight, guys. He really came out, had the fans on their feet. They were digging in. I liked it. I liked what Pat did. Of course, we're going to get Pat and Baron Corbin, 20 years in the making at SummerSlam. By the way, the New Day are dressed like the Viking Raiders. Has anyone talked about
that? Better than the Viking Raiders, the Hot Topic Raiders. Mad. I refuse to dress them as the Viking Raiders until they actually look like Vikings.
This promo sucks. I agree with Scott. This shit.
This is going to be the New Day versus the Wyatt family. Is what this is going to be. It could have been good.
I don't like it.
It's just hot garbage.
It's the same reason I hate the Young Bucks, right? Like, here these grown-ass men come out to fight you, and you're yelling imposters. It's like a Monty Python fucking skit. Like, to me, I agree with Scott. It sucks. It's again, no evolution from the New Day in 6, 7, 8 years. Like, it's crazy.
And there's nothing new really with the Viking Raiders. Remember, this is the same group
there's new. They got new makeup.
Yeah, but this is the same group that was fighting
But
over
that's
turkey
new.
legs with the
Them
Street
not getting beat
Profits.
up is new.
Let me talk, sir. This is the same Viking Raiders that were having, turkey leg battles with the Street Profits and falling into dumpsters and having bowling competitions. This is the same Viking Raiders that literally would take a punch and then couldn't compete in the match that they were about to have, where they were going to be punching each other a lot. And now they've got the Hot Topic face paint and everything and just look like the Hot Topic Raiders. On top of they've already changed their name half a dozen times. You have a trash group, or a group that's been trashed by WWE Creative and the New Day. They will do whatever WWE Creative puts in front of them, I feel like, of just if it's going to be garbage, because they think that they can get it over.
Wait! What the fuck? Jinder! Shaky! Where did that come from? It was a setup. They're working together.
So in AEW, we got Ricky Starks and Hobbs versus Lee and Swerve versus the Young Bucks. And in WWE, we're going to get the New Day versus the Hot Topic Raiders versus Jinder and Shanky. Who's the better promotion?
Oh, son of a bitch. Not asking for much, Boss Monster. Not asking for much. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything for him there. We're back in the back. Natalya, good to see you. In case I didn't say that, as long as good old JR is still doing commentary, Pat will always be number 2. Thomas, I could not agree more. Absolutely on that one. And people need to get off of JR's back, get off of his, you know what, leave the man alone.
Well, I heard today that with JR doing that and everything, it was also partially Tony Khan's idea of that Dynamite in the middle, that's when it would kind of fall flat and take a dip. So they made him kind of a special little thing.
I like it.
To really kind of suck fans back in for the second half. And now he does all of Rampage. And Rampage has always been kind of the worst of the 2 AEW shows.
Yeah. And I mean, I hope it's not like, I hope they push Jericho off the table so JR and other people can talk. By the way, I'm getting a replay of Gunther absolutely beating the shit out of Ludwig.
Just caving Ludwig's chest in.
Ludwig still looks sore.
I would be. I would need to go be a bedridden for at least a couple days after just getting my chest caved in like that.
You know the scene in you know the scene where Kumar is on the elevator and he really wants to talk to the girl and he's just kind of hyperventilating? That's what Ludwig's doing right now.
No, man.
Oh, he's got to fight him again. Of course, it's a rematch. Sorry, Nick. Rematch coming.
Rematch between Gunther and... Ooh.
Gunther has become a big meanie. That's the new... Okay.
They had a ready-made faction with Imperium and they botched it.
Are you seeing this shit? So we now have an abusive relationship taking place on SmackDown. So Gunther didn't like something, I'm not quite sure, and backstage just punished him again. You will get the spanking. Yes, you will. Oh, Leah's still on the show?
He does have the whole ring general nickname and everything, but I think that's going a little bit.
Yeah, they've gone a little interesting. I mean, they had one of the best factions, period. They fucked it all up. They split it all. They had a
ready-made faction, and now we've just got "Thank you, sir. May I have another?"
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, right. Lacey Evans versus Aaliyah. Who do you got to win this match, folks? Write it in the box if you have to.
If you're watching the match and not just watching us.
Right. We're back into commercial, folks. So, yeah, we are trying to catch up on these comments. As we said, we'll eventually get to
here. Rapid fire.
Man, we are so far behind. It's disgusting.
Right. Rapid fire. I'll shut up.
All right. Let's see how this goes.
Do you need me to do I need to pause and then I'll hop off?
Pause for God's all right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in a commercial. And again, if you haven't been here before, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. I am every night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That was Big Nick Heyman. And we got other members of him that kick around. Big shout out to CJ, Will, and you know all the other names. They are doing well. So, folks, we're going to try and catch up on these commercials. I shouldn't be cutting a promo right now because Nick left so I could answer something. They said the main event is Dawkins and Jimmy Uso. Like, we haven't seen that. I don't care. I don't know why we're doing it again. I don't like it. I'm not impressed. Not good, folks. And again, just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. It is fucking mind-numbing to watch another match involving the Street Profits and the Usos in any capacity, one-on-one, two-on-one, an additional third person. I don't care. I don't want to see it. I don't like. Enough is enough. Find any two fucking people and stick them together. I don't give a shit who it is. I don't care. Put Michael Cole in a tag team with somebody. Anybody but these two teams again. Excalibur sucks. Yes. Some love. That's a cool t-shirt. Oh, our t-shirt? Yes. Thank you very much. That's a courtesy of our buddies over at Alt Wrestling Tees. As you see, they're on our screen. Go check them out. Go to our social media. It will lead you to them. And lots of amazing designs, lots of amazing t-shirts, and stay tuned for some exclusive Wrestling for Life stuff. And remember, if you can prove to me that 10 of your friends are watching this show, we will give you a t-shirt. Yes, we will. And it's a pretty t-shirt. So thank you for pointing that out. Thank you for your compliment. Folks, I hope you're doing well. I hope you got through your week, and we are right now in commercial. We will be back to the action very shortly. Right now, I'm trying to catch up on the chat because me and Nick gab so much. We miss out on some of this, but KJ, Nick, your thoughts on MLW going away for a while? Do you think AEW is going to buy them? Maybe WE buys them. And it's strange because they signed a deal for figures and for shirts at Hot Topic. Well, I think once the back part of that question, I mean, they probably did that without knowing how this was all going to play out. I really don't know. I don't have enough details to be 100% honest with you right now. JV, check with me next week, or not next week, next show. But as far as them being bought, it's a high possibility. Now, the WWE buying MLW seems highly far-fetched, but maybe WWE is like, listen, you hate us, you want money, you're suing us. Maybe we pay a little more than we should for your little company, and we kind of take over the rights and blah, 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 blah. Maybe they're just going on hiatus and they're trying to work their way back. But if they look weak, there is a good chance some of the big money could walk in and try and stabilize things and help them out real quick. And it's hard. I mean, it's not easy to run a wrestling, a week-to-week wrestling gig if you don't have the right things in place. But like I said, I can't go too far deep into it. Out comes heel. Yes, that's right. Heel Lacey Evans, after billing her as the most victimized, sad, depressed woman in the history of wrestling, she decided, fuck it, I hate you fans, and I wasted everyone's time by standing in front of a wall giving you guys a speech each week. I'm really surprised. I'll make it clear, folks, I prefer Lacey Evans as a heel. But what they did with this whole run, again, it's that half-assed writing, the bad creative that they don't dig in. If you're going one way, run it. And they just continually bail on their own ideas. That's like, I get it, creative shifts, but you don't even see out your ideas to the end and then go, or run it where it's in motion. Judgment Day, Lacey Evans, and the list goes on. Even guys like, we talk about, you did the Bearcat thing. It was a horrible idea, but you didn't even push your own idea. Like, at least if you're going to come up with an idea and put it out there, fucking run with it. It's so all over the place. Nobody can support it. Nobody can get behind it. And again, when you do buy into somebody and all of a sudden it goes another way, it's really hard to buy into the characters, give a shit about the show, give a shit about the matches. So to me, it's really fucking interesting. And right now I see a ton of new names in the chat or watching in live. Folks, don't forget, subscribe. The channel is on fire. It's the fastest growing wrestling YouTube channel out there. And we do this for all the shows all week long. And then we hit you with the pay-per-views, the special events. We don't miss anything. Plus, we have original content as well. So if you like talking about wrestling, you want to keep up to date with what's going on, this is the place to do it, folks. So thank you for being here tonight. And Lacey is redoing her entrance. She's doing the Dolph. Did Dolph do this? I think Dolph did this where he's fucking around with the entrances. Now we got Lacey Evans doing the exact same thing. She's unhappy. She's giving them shit. She's getting a fair amount of heat. If she would have just made her return, walked in the ring, and gave a woman's right to a baby face and started acting like this 2 months ago, perfect job. Good job, WWE. However, when you half-ass it like this and you just completely fucking waste our time, this is so much better. So much better. I'm just on a tangent. I didn't even attempt to read this chat. I hope everyone's enjoying talking to each other. I'm gonna work from the bottom, folks. She's hot. Film Nation, who's hot? Lacey Evans is hot. All right, okay. The boys are happy. Lacey is going to be terrible heel. You are completely wrong, Chris LeClaire. She is naturally a heel. She is a terrible baby face. She was a heel mostly as a Southern Belle for good reasons. She played it. She sticks her nose in the air very well. She has a snooty look. She is a heel to me. This was better. What was shit was how they got there. If I'm making any sense, folks. Well, she's giving the crowd a hard time. Lacey Evans better as a heel. KJ, I agree. Thank you, Rally Sport. I don't care about this match. Nobody does. Aaliyah's involved. I don't know how that lady avoided. She dodged budget cuts like the Matrix. I don't care about this match. 0 to 10. LOL. 1 out of 10, Scott. Can I go ahead and rate SmackDown right now? Jump in the gun, my friend. Jump in the gun. Carmella versus Bianca 3. I don't know why we got 1 or 2. I really don't know why we got 1 or 2. Craziness. Sorry, just giving a shout out. When on earth is Bayley coming? We have no idea. My guess was Money in the Bank was a good opportunity. I mean, the Elimination Chamber wasn't a bad idea. There was a lot of opportunity to bring Bayley back into the mix, but they just haven't. And everyone keeps saying, like, you get mixed reports, but that running narrative of we don't have anything for you right now. We don't have anything for you right now. It's your job as a writer to have something for your stars. What the fuck do you mean you don't have anything? Find something. You got nothing going on. I got fans in the chat, not even halfway through the show, saying, we'll give the show a 1. We know it's going to suck. We have no optimism for the rest of this show, but you can't find a way to get Bayley back in the mix. You can't find something to do with someone like Io Shirai. You can't come up with something better for Tommaso Ciampa. Come on, folks. And I'm not just here to shit on the WWE. I'll give them credit where it's due. But for me, they got to pick up their socks, and they need a new writing team quick. But that's been an ongoing issue. All right, folks. What else do we got here tonight? Don't be shy. Join the chat. Let us know what you're thinking. We take predictions. We want to know who you think are going to win the matches. What wrestling topics are on your mind? Holy shit. The folks are live tonight. I'll say between this promo, who else dropped the promo? The New Day promo sucked. Pat McAfee, we got some lively crowds. And then as much as the New Day was kind of sucking up wind, it wasn't terrible. And they actually, no, it was terrible, sorry. But they had the crowd into it at moments. Hello, George Fisher. Do you like Cannibal Corpse? Not really. They're just a little too heavy. I really don't know. No, sorry. Thank God the Viking Raiders came out. This segment was cringe. Even with the Viking Raiders, it was cringe. Didn't make sense. Somehow Jinder and Shanky got involved. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how we got here, folks. All I know is it wasn't good. None of it's good. I hate the fact that Viking Raiders are walking around with shields. Like, do they wear the shields at catering? What is happening? Where did the shields come from? I get it. Everyone's going to say, KJ, it's for the toys. I don't give a shit about the toys. They look stupid. Put the shield in the toy box and package it, and the actual wrestlers don't need to wear it. The kids will still be happy. Like, oh, cool. That guy came with a shield. That guy came with a sword. Look, it bends and causes fireworks. The fuck? Are they going to show us a replay? That would be depressing for everybody. Sorry, folks, a little parched, rambling. All right. We even had a match yet? Yes, we've had a couple matches. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. It was, as always. Am I the only one who wants Ziggler return to get the briefcase from Theory, even though I know it's not going to do it? Yeah, you know what? And thank you for being here tonight. He's not going to do it, but the interesting times for Dolph Ziggler. Like, Dolph made a babyface turn, and we understand why. We just talked about it with Natalya. Dolph's going to go against Theory and give us a really good Theory match. But yeah, no, I think they're going to tease it. Unfortunately, we're not going to see it. We're not going to see it at all. So I still got the fucking sword. Look, he's staring at it like, oh, look, I made it straight. Woohoo!
Big Nick, so I'm back, Jack. So let's get back to this smack chat.
Right. Whew, I'm out of air. You say some stuff.
All righty, I'll take the next one. Go ahead. Can I give it a -10 out of 10? Yes, you can absolutely give it whatever you want. I've been known to give shows. I think I was the first person on the stream to give a show a negative rating. I think I gave something.
You were
a -3. So absolutely.
Leave it to you.
Like math class, there's imaginary numbers. So absolutely, whatever you decide to come up with, you can give it. And speaking of numbers, I think there's at least like 60 plus people right now watching us. Obviously, comment in the chat because we can't keep up with the goddamn.
Talk amongst
yourselves. Because we little ramble a bit. But like I said, we're all friends here. So chat amongst yourselves, get comfortable, get situated. It's a feel-good Friday night. We got KJ White for the Every Night Get Right. So absolutely, sip on what you're sipping on. Get yourself feeling good because we're in here, rocking every night with professional wrestling, anything that's going on. Christ, I was sending it out to KJ and CJ earlier about maybe we watch Noah over in Japan this weekend and stuff like that. So anything really that's going on in professional wrestling, we're here talking about it, discussing it. And there's even plenty of stuff that we happen to miss just because we cover so much that you guys fill us in on.
It's true. We like the fact checkers. We appreciate the fact checkers out there. Keep us straight. Keep us on the, keep us honest, folks. We do appreciate it. So
right. Christ, between Victor and CJ would cut the shit.
Love it. And one of my favorite things about it is the fact that, we've developed all that and we get all these different viewpoints and opinions, but the love and the positivity and everybody kind of bouncing off each other, even as this channel grows, it's become a cute little family here. And I love seeing the chat, reaching out to each other and giving hellos, and it's kind of been really nice to kind of watch it all evolve and grow.
Yeah, so, you do kind of. I won't lie. You do kind of have to pass the vibe check when you first show up here.
Yeah,
it's all about positive vibes and everything here. We ain't on any of that tribalism or anything like that. Like we all, at the end of the day, we just like professional wrestling. We get heated. Like if you can go check out the podcast, like there's plenty of times like shit, I walked off set and everything because KJ got me that heated. I know CJ's done that before.
Read this thing. Read that.
What? Yeah. Like, share, subscribe, be a friend, tell a friend. But yeah, right. No, don't do it in the chat. Drop an actual comment. Do it in the live chat because we can't keep up with the live chat right now.
Yeah, we'll get there. We're not leaving until we answer all these.
Oh no, trust me. There's been plenty of times to where we've gone on longer than Rampage has gone on.
Dragon Zord or Mastodon? That's funny.
Dragon Zord, absolutely. Dun, 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 dun.
How do you feel about Sami Zayn being the potential?
Actually, that's not a bad shout. I didn't think about that.
That was my. Original...
Go ahead.
No, go. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Well, no, I was going to talk about how he's also. It was recently his birthday, and I guess I'll give shout out, no free shout out to his whole charity of Sammy for Syria, to where he's very much active over there trying to help the situation. So I do like that he very much, I know he plays the whole conspiracy theorist and everything, but he does actually try and give back. He's one of the few good ones that we have in professional wrestling. And when we get people like a Ryback, like a Jeff Hardy, at the moment, or a Tammy Cinch. It's nice to celebrate kind of the good ones.
Right. Sami Zayn, again, another vote for Sammy. I'm sorry, the New Day is dressed like this, make them look like the Jungle Tree people. From
I
what?
mean, like Ewoks. Christ, we're gonna have a lot of Star Wars talk tonight. We've already talked about Darth Vader and the Empire. Now we've got the Viking Raiders have now become the new raid has become the Ewoks.
Oh my. When are we going to see Bayley? We don't know. Carmella getting another match. It's really fucking stupid. It really is. I'm done. I'm so done with Carmella and Bianca, and it just started. I'm so over it.
But why? I'll play devil's advocate. Why?
I don't like it. I haven't enjoyed the matches. I don't think they're really any real heat there. I don't care. There's got to be someone better.
Well, there was, but she V-triggered herself. So I think that just more talks to the shallowness of the women's division. Like I heard you when I kind of took a pause for the cause there about like Io Shirai, like to where it was rumored she was just not going to not renew her contract and just leave the company and just walk off and just go off into the sunset because she hasn't been on TV in God knows how long. And that's someone who's amazing. The aerial acrobatics that she can pull off, and you can't think of anything for her, anything. But we've got Aaliyah who can puke on her opening match.
Right, but time out. I hate this company some days. I really do hate this company some days. So I hate a lot of things, apparently. I don't like the whole Sheamus thing. We've talked about it before. Sheamus, Butch, like the whole gimmick, the bruisers or whatever the fuck did they call themselves. That's terrible. But they had really cool the brawling brutes, right? But they had really good AR, like the pub style neon AR that was kind of around.
That's the only reason I remember their name is because of the damn AR that's huge.
And it's gone. I didn't see it.
I saw it.
It was clouds, wasn't it?
No, I saw it. I saw it. That's legit how I remember their name right there.
No, they have the big baseball bat, but they used to have like the neon signs and shit. I didn't see any of that.
No, the neon signs on the side I didn't see, but I saw the sign that said Brawling Brutes.
Yeah, that's all they had this time. And it was more like a cloud smoky effect. I'm a little disappointed.
Well,
and I don't even like the AR, but I like theirs. Drew versus Ridge on the fly. We weren't sure, apparently.
Butch ringing the bell.
How did you end up ahead of me?
Because I'm good.
Oh, no. We're on par. I just missed it. I'm missing everything. The Monday Night Raw, Logan Paul confronts The Miz and Carmella versus Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship in Tampa Bay, Florida. That doesn't exactly get me jumping for joy. I don't know about you.
If we're gonna do TV 14,
interesting.
I'll be here because it's professional wrestling, but
are we gonna have to wait?
It's not one of those that I'm beating down the door to go and watch.
Now, is this because of people have speculated TV 14? Did they have to go to TV 14 because this new whatever they've been hinting at with these vignettes is going to be TV 14? Like they said, this is like they told the station or the network, this is what we're gonna do. And the network was like, ooh, that's a little adult. Is maybe that why they're bumping it in collection with everything else?
Maybe they're doing it because Vince just got accused of sexual misconduct. So if they look like they've always been an adult show, that, it won't look as bad, or at least, hey, we'll finally give them at least one thing that they've been going for. We're already at TV 13, so we're just going up one number, so just someone might get to say ass or something like that,
right?
So we're not going to go too far because we can't backtrack on us calling AEW the show of blood, guts, and gore. So it's going to be interesting to see them make that transition when it does happen.
Absolutely. No, I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, I think we're going to up our game here, and there's going to be a little bit of, a little more sizzle. We'll see if we get some steak. Film Nation, do you think WWE is going to hint Bray Wyatt coming back, but this time he teams up with Edge? And that is something we discussed on Let's Rumble.
Yes, if you want to know our answers on that, go listen to Let's Rumble, because trust me, I very much disagree with KJ and CJ on this, and that's all I'm going to say. So if you want to know what we have to say about that, go check it out.
You want to see the boys have a little
Should be just below probably this video anyways, so you don't got that far to go. You got to literally just go like,
It's right there.
You got enough. If you got enough energy to type that comment, you got enough energy to scroll down and watch that video.
Scott doesn't agree, so he's kind of like you, at least. Yeah, no.
Well, that's I like that it's a divisive topic, that there is some back and forth on that. It's not one way or the other.
Drew McIntyre with the white noise.
Now you got fucking back ahead of me. Whatever.
Honestly, I think this choosing the referee stipulation can only work if the bad guys win the match. It doesn't make sense for the babyface team to choose the referee. Absolutely, Anthony. Ding.
Depending on if the referee heel turns.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, fair enough.
That's your one get out. But I do agree with your point to an extent. Claymore.
It's over.
One.
Oh, he's got the sword again, and they're holding Butch back. I cannot handle this Butch shit. This whole fucking
Rappy dappy doo, where are you?
Like, can someone tranquilize the motherfucker? Like, he won't stop. But he won't stop. It's a
no. Most time, we've got the sword. But 9 times out of 10, if you get a special referee gimmick match, it's going to be in favor of the heels. Unless you're going to very obviously go with the baby faces. Is it a baby face? Unless you get that every now and then you get a baby face ref heel turn.
Smash a like on the live stream, y'all. That's it, folks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, join the family. If you like wrestling and you want to just have a good time, this is the place to do it. So, like my buddy Film Nation said, and I appreciate the love, Mr. Nation. Click the little like, click the sub, click the bell, because you never know when we're going to pop up. We often come on early or just do random surprise shit. So,
and even then, so for everybody that's, commenting and, we're trying to get through your comments and everything like that. I've been there. I was literally one of the people that was commenting and everything like that. And now I'm on the channel. So absolutely, this is a channel, for fans, by fans. So, there's nothing saying that, one day or, one of you guys reaches out to us and you end up on here chatting with us, on stream.
True. Yeah, find us on.
Then it'll be easier because we won't have to try and find your comment. You won't have to tell us that you missed it.
If you're not hard to work with, if you like wrestling and you're a pretty fun person, you know how to find us. That's all I'm saying. WWE SmackDown, yes. I'm not sure what. Anthony, KJ, do you think eventually these major wrestling companies like New Japan and WWE Impact and AEW will hire a sports psychologist so that we can stop these rash of wrestling suicides? No, I think they're going to continue to put money into programs, not individuals. So I don't know.
I think the company already has, in the fact that you saw John Moxley successfully complete rehab and it wasn't a whole big drawn out thing. And that I feel like AEW has very much actively been more open about taking care of wrestlers' mental health and talking about that and making it an accepted thing. Versus WWE still, I guess, kind of at times. And especially, I think it's more from the legends and more of, well, now we're seeing these people pushed out like Johnny Ace, like Vince, like Bruce, it's kind of that good old boy era. Like we saw Undertaker talk about how it's almost an issue that wrestlers backstage now play video games versus, drinking whiskey and playing dice. Like, let them do what they want to do. If that's what makes them feel good, that's what works for them, let them do it.
I like this comment by Daryl Brown. Daryl, thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for joining. Same with John. Thank you. A lot of new names, a lot of new faces. We do appreciate it. If the ref is Sammy, I could see him easily accidentally screwing the Usos. I like that angle. I like that take, Daryl. John says, I'm glad to see I'm not the only person not liking the booking. Yeah, I'd say that's an understatement, John. We're having some moments here.
You straight, homie.
All right, cool. Oh God, here comes. Boom,
Here
boom.
comes who?
I don't know. He left us hanging.
Right. Maybe Scott got abducted. That's what happened.
Oh
He was
no!
midway through that comment and he just got abducted. He was saying, "Oh God, here he comes." Then he just got taken.
What's up, Jake? Some love for Jake. The tribal chief is in the house. What's up? Bruce needs to be fired.
Yes.
Yes. Enough said. We can move on. No, we agree with that one completely. I don't know how the fuck that. Maybe Bruce has,
Bruce has the tapes on everybody.
That's it, right? Like Bruce has been fucking spot on. Like, not spot on as far as what he does, spot on and like just sticking around. He's like the fucking the
He's cockroaches.
fish.
He will be there when there's just the W left in WWE, and it'll be him, Bruce Pritchard, and the cockroaches.
Absolutely. We're in a commercial. I will be right back.
Yes. This episode feels like one big deja vu. Yeah, well, that's kind of the problem at times with SmackDown. Well, with WWE in general, is that times they don't have anything else that they can do, so they kind of just replay the same matches over and over. Like, how many times have we seen now already Drew versus the Brawling Brutes? We've already seen Liv versus Natalya, I feel, a couple times. And unfortunately, even if I'm wrong and that some of those are still fresh, they just kind of feel old because it's bad creative, people. It's lazy booking. Nobody tries to actually come up with a decent storyline anymore. Chris says 1 out of 10. Only thing so far is good on SmackDown is Liv Morgan was in action. Yes, Chris, but I feel like your opinion is slightly jaded. I think it could be the worst show booked in history, but if Bailey was on it, you'd give it a 10 out of 10. I'm going to leave it at that. Award-winning Valdez, Ricky, JV, whichever name you go by tonight. Who do you think will be the special guest ref? I know we've kind of talked about it. We've talked about potential ideas and everything. I honestly, right now, I kind of feel like Sammy's not a bad shout. I think it would be very interesting. And since I thought he honestly should have been the one to win Money in the Bank versus Austin Theory, who got added last minute to the match, that just you instantly knew who was going to win. If they would have kept it as it was and Sammy won, I think you have a built-in storyline that you can run well past SummerSlam, well past, almost all the way up to Mania if you really wanted to. So I think the way you kind of sneak in the door with that is if you do it as he's the special guest ref and he kind of helps out the Usos. Where was I? KJ, do you guys think eventually these major companies, I think we hit that one already. Yeah, I'm going to just go down the bottom, see what I can find. One topic we haven't spoken about, Freddie Prinze Jr. starting his own company. And Film Nation loves Carmella. Well, she does appeal to a certain audience. I don't dislike the woman, I guess, as much as some people, on the channel. I just feel like they don't give her the same respect. They've kind of already slotted her in that Natalya comment or that Natalya territory since we had Natalya versus Liv earlier, and we've talked about her being potentially a backstage issue of that. She's only going to be so far, and they're not going to really oversell or mention any of her accomplishments. Like, she was the first woman to win Money in the Bank. Granted, Ellsworth technically won it first, but she's also been a SmackDown Women's Champion. Christ, now I'm forgetting her accomplishments because of WWE. But I feel like she's kind of just underrated, and I think done right, she could be all right. Not a world beater, not one of the best in the world, but she'd be a good heel. And right now I have Brock and Paul talking about how if Paul had to train Roman to shove his hand up Brock's ass and pull out his heart through the same hole, which was a very awkward statement to be made, to where even Brock kind of showed up with it. But are you guys excited for that match? I honestly kind of am. I know it's happened quite a bit with Brock and Roman, but I think especially the last man standing, and it's both championships, and we're kind of getting at that. We should have already had the climax at WrestleMania, and now we're just getting, I guess, the extra, special edition. So I think it's going to be good, especially with that added threat of Theory that he's pretty much kind of made it known that he's going to cash in at SummerSlam. And it's going to be interesting how they do that, or if they actually do it. Film Nation, hey Big Nick, do you think that Carmella might become the new Raw Women's Champion? No, not right now. If she does, she's not taking the belt off of off of Bianca. That's what I'll say. Natalya says, you think we get triple threat at SummerSlam, Becky versus Bianca versus Carmella, and then Bianca versus Becky at Clash at Castle? I could see that, but honestly, God, I hope not. I know we did our award show, I want to say last week, to where, yes, you can win you could have won yourself. All the award winners will receive a golden KJ, a for lifey. But she was one of my kind of nominees for most overrated superstars so far of 2022 with Becky. I know Chris Jericho won, but she throws a temper tantrum after every match. Like, for her to go from being the man to where she was the hottest thing in wrestling since CM Punk, and then now we get Lady Gaga throwing a temper tantrum. It's just, I don't want to see it anymore. Take a pause for the cause, like KJ is doing right now, and just let Asuka, let somebody else, even let Carmella, kind of go for a feud. We were supposed to get Rhea. She might be coming back. I know she's having to wear a heart monitor right now, which is very interesting. After her looked like a dental injury, that became a brain injury. Now she's wearing a heart monitor. And yes, right now I have Heyman and MADCAP talking. Do we maybe see MADCAP align with the Bloodline? MADCAP has been a heel before. I know they kind of made him a babyface with turning on Corbin, just to kind of make Corbin an even bigger heel. But I don't think it would be a bad idea for MADCAP to kind of be under the learning tree, and maybe we get that big stable that we used to have in the 90s, early 2000s, where you had the corporation, you had the corporate ministry, to where you had like 12 people in a freaking faction, but one kind of real figurehead, and you had this built-in like power structure. I don't think that would be a bad idea, since obviously WWE Creative has a hard time coming up with storylines, and maybe this is a way for Paul Heyman to sneak his way into the back door ahead of Creative, if kind of the Bloodline goes full NWO over SmackDown, and it just kind of becomes the Bloodline show. And Paul's teasing MADCAP right now with a headline WrestleMania scheduled main event match for the Undisputed Championship with Roman Reigns. Let's see what MADCAP's saying. I feel like MADCAP kind of said no to that offer.
Yeah, he kind of shot it down there, buddy. He wasn't really thrilled with it. So he's keeping to his baby face. But I heard you talking about it while I was away. And MADCAP coming in as a Paul Heyman guy. put a chip back on his shoulder, call him Riddick. I'm not Madcap. I'm Riddick.
Right. And like I said,
like Riddick Moss.
Right. Absolutely. And he does kind of have that power planning look. You could kind of go, and he's a blank slate now again. And you could kind of go anywhere with it. And why not go, like you said, with the Riddick angle? That's a better sounding name than Madcap.
Well, I mean, and again, I think when you get him, you're changing everybody's fucking name. You get him away from Corbin, then why not come up with the idea of being like, let's call him something else?
Right.
Paul is a national treasure. John, I completely agree. And I'm not even in that nation.
Yes, absolutely. I second that.
No, Paulie goes down as one of the best that ever did it. Hall of Fame career. Some will say
he is a legend of professional wrestling.
Absolutely. Some people say for better or for worse. He forever changed wrestling, and he had an impact, and he continues to have an impact. And you look at someone like Roman Reigns, where you really have to ask yourself, would we have the Roman that we have now if Paul Heyman wasn't personally invested in Roman Reigns?
No,
probably not. Who's going to lose? Paul, let us know who's going to lose.
Right.
Yeah, I want to know. Heyman is one of a kind. Yeah, absolutely. Heyman is, again, it's the old traditional rule of wrestling. Take yourself, turn it up to 10, and go. And that's what not enough. Too many wrestlers, let me rephrase. Too many wrestlers are trying to act. They want to be actors. And for the ones who are consistently on a week-to-week basis auditioning for their movie career, some of you guys suck at acting. Be you, turn it up to 10, and then go. And by the way, when people tell me, well, it's not their fault, WWE creative, get your head out of your ass. Stop trying to make these people be fake and pretentious and unbelievable, and just let them be them and turn them up to 10. It's that fucking simple for me, Nick.
Oh, yeah. You don't need the cartoony, almost a superhero gimmicks. Just be an actual human being. Just, like Spinal Tap, these go to 11.
Mm-hmm. Just do it. And again, those were the most believable characters. Even like people, you go back in the day, you go back to the Ruthless Aggression era, you go back to the Attitude era, you go back to the old school wrestling, you go back to it all. You had to have the wrestler be real, be authentic, to believe in them. That, whether they were bad, good, in between, it didn't fucking matter. You had to be believable, and they were fixed on who they were. That's the one other aspect of this. The WWE is kind of kicking down the road like it can. Is when you're consistently Walter, then Gunther, and then you change this, change how they act, change how they look. We weren't used to that for years. Guys were generally themselves until they went away for a while, and they sometimes would revamp themselves. But for the most part, you were used to who they were.
They'd still have the same name when they came back.
Often. Always.
Yeah. I would like to see Undertaker leave and then come back as like Gravedigger, and then he leaves and comes back again as like Zombie Man. Right.
So we're getting a Maximum Mill model vignette. Machi.
You can hear the groans.
Eli Drake is one of the best professional wrestlers right now, period. As far as like, he should have went to NWA. Give me a little Nick.
He would be their world champ right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a little bit.
All this, sign me up. Easy.
Yeah, absolutely. Take my money on that one all day long. That's completely fantasy booking on that one. But him doing this shit sucks. He's talented as fuck, and you're ruining him.
Yeah. What do they hope to achieve with this, though? That's the thing, is where's the end game here?
Well, to make two wrestlers look like complete assholes is a good start.
Is this just to show like any potential wrestler, please don't sign with us because this is what might happen to you. You might go from Eli Drake.
Oh, look, they're hinting a female.
To Pre. You might go from Saudi Superman Mansoor to Man Sour.
Yes, Man Sour, Man fucking Sores. Maxine Dupree is coming next week.
Maxi Pad Dupree.
Oh, wow. You went there. Son of a bitch. All right. So
Maxine, I didn't even know it was a female. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They tease a female member. Oops. You should have looked at the TV.
Johnny Cage nut punch. Whoopsie.
Right now we got Riddick Moss tying up with Austin. Well, just Theory, no longer Austin. Stupid.
Yeah, we don't know what theory he is. Could be the theory of relativity. Could be, the theory of propulsion. Could be the theory of physics. We don't know.
Well, when Vince is around, it's usually the Big Bang Theory, but that's a different story.
Yes. Oh, fuck. I hit my mic.
All right. Excuse me, gentlemen. Can I be excused? I need to have a moment. Something bad happened, aka something personal happened. Somebody attacked our church. Film Nation, yes, take a break. Absolutely. You're not. I don't know if that got read while I was gone, but yeah, Film Nation.
Absolutely. We take pauses for the causes. You've seen us each take one so far. Absolutely.
Right.
You don't get out of ask to take a pause for the cause. Thank you for being here.
We just appreciate you being here. Like everybody that tuned in tonight so far, we appreciate you. Everyone that continues to tune in, we appreciate you. 417 subscribers. We started the day with like 406.
I think we started with 404.
404 sounds right. So yeah, we're having a good day. We're having a good day. It's a good day to have a good day.
Whether this is the first time you're tuning in, whether this is the 206th time, I think at this point, with how many videos we put out, close to that. But so absolutely, whether you've been here for 5 minutes or fucking 5 hours with some of the streams that we've done, thank you very much.
And wait, we got some marathons coming up soon, folks.
Oh, go watch WrestleMania. I think that one's like 12 hours.
24 total, yeah. 38 hours and 4 days on live. I'm kind of gonna go through the emotions, and I don't feel. My mom just told me that somebody attacked her church. Yeah, Film Nation, go spend time with your mom. Relax. Come back. If we're not here and you need a distraction, you need something to take your mind off the bad stuff, hit play on the channel, buddy, and we'll be happy to entertain you and put your mind elsewhere. But stay safe, and yeah, go. I would go spend a little bit of time with your mom. Wow. Theory just got dropped by MADCAP. Some love.
What
do you got?
I got
a replay for a fall away slam. Have you seen that?
I just got the fall away slam.
Okay, so I'm not fucking with
it. No,
I want to see. Yeah, I want to see Belair versus Carmella versus Bayley. Damien, I want to see Belair versus Bayley. Carmella can stay home. Put her on commentary.
No,
she'd be more interesting.
Well, someone mentioned. So, would you rather see Belair versus Carmella versus Bayley? Granted, I think Bayley should be on SmackDown versus Raw, but that's neither here nor there.
I kind of agree with that.
See Bianca versus Carmella versus Becky.
Say that again.
Would you rather see Belair, Carmella, and Bayley compete for the Raw Women's Championship, or Belair, Carmella, and Becky compete for the Raw Women's Championship?
Fuck, I really don't want to see either. Option A, I think.
I'm pretty much right there with you. I don't want to see either, but if I had to pick I'd choose the lesser of two evils, and that's Bayley being in the match versus
Becky. Right? You're going to take Bayley over Becky, and it's for the same reason. I don't want to see Becky fucking with Belair anymore. Just stay away from it. I don't know what they're doing with Becky, because Becky was on a heater. I hated that she went heel on her return. I think that was a complete terrible booking. I think it was a poor decision. And I really, really wanted her to come back and still kind of ride the man train. I don't think they were done with that yet. And wait a minute. Man, that'd be even better. That's what she should come out with. The man train. And just,
ride the train.
Like all the male models.
Come on.
All the male models join in with them, right?
But, God. Now you got a whole different male train. And that Austin Theory just leapfrogged MADCAP, and MADCAP just went shoulder head first into the steps.
I'm on commercial. Yeah, I mean, again, we're getting a problem with the rinse and repeat. Now, I know that what happened with Rhea Ripley kind of fucked up some plans, right? Like they had some other plans involved for this situation. I don't know. I don't know if I like Belair as the champion right now. I don't know if I'm just tired of it. I think we need a few kind of oh shit title changes, like kind of some quick time. Let's go. Because a lot of it's stale to me. A lot of it's flat.
I think she needs somebody that's actually going to seem like a legitimate threat.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say, and I know that sounds kind of wrong in the way that I'm saying it, but it's more of they need to book someone who could actually seem like they could take the belt off of her versus at this point, you kind of know she's in every commercial. She's, always going to be the super positive babyface coming down, skipping, swinging her hair.
Yeah.
She ain't losing for quite a while.
No, I really don't think she's going to lose for quite a while. I think that, she is the female John Cena, where they're going to continue piling her out there. And like you said, we'll be okay with it because she is a good athlete. She's a great wrestler, but she's one-dimensional. She's one note. And they don't here's Becky and Asuka. It's almost like they don't have faith in her at times where it's always a three-way or it's always, threatening, or it's a repeat match that she's done before, almost like being familiar, or having someone like Becky, a veteran, carry her a little bit. I don't know, man, but it's just a lot of the same. It's a lot of the same shit. And I really wish there was some way to mix this up. Get rid of the brand split is what I've been preaching forever now.
But I feel like the issue with that is because you have two seperate networks involved. But
they got to come to a conclusion of listen, if we can make both shows better, let's work together to be better. And
or do you move to just one?
But which one?
Channel?
I mean, I think
Fox,
if you voted, you want to go
Fox. Yeah, you absolutely move to Fox.
I think now, Fox, they end up on FS1 all the time. And I think if that happened, right?
I think maybe NXT 2.0 might, but I would still think, especially like I've talked about this before, with Fox has some NFL rights, but they don't have Monday Night Football. That's the whole kind of big thing with Monday Night Raw. It always was originally supposed to kind of compete with Monday Night Football, of draw in that audience, and then that people that got together for football Mondays would just get together for Raw. So I feel like with Fox having a background in covering more sports, and they're a bit known to push it a bit more, I guess, as far as pushing the line, that they could build something better around Raw to kind of, get behind it, since they don't have Monday Night Football, but they do have the NFL to try and draw some eyes back their way and all that. They would get behind the whole idea of trying to push it seriously.
Yeah, I mean, 1, 2. Sorry. So Michael Cole's letting us know that I got caught up with the 2 count there. But I don't know. I think we're never going to catch up at this rate. Some love for each other. I like it. Sorry, bro, I don't. Need new matches, Damian. Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair on the Raw Championship. A classic Castle, Clash of the Castle. That one's Becky getting a new. I don't know. Oh, Becky winning a new belt. Yeah, okay. Becky wins at Clash of the Castle.
No. Honestly, I think who I would be not surprised to see have a match or see more involved in a women's title match somehow or something is going to be Nikki ASH and Piper Niven, Doudrop.
You think they're coming next?
Well, no, I think if we're talking as far as booking at Clash of the Castle, they're both Scottish. I think they'll be on the card more than, say, Becky. I mean, Becky, she might just because UK. I could see that, but I would rather see her versus, say, like Asuka versus her versus Bianca again. Yeah.
Yeah. EO's leaving. EO's done. Bye-bye.
But I've heard that, I've seen on Twitter that she's kind of refuted that because she just said like rumors and then did like the puke emoji.
Oh, well. If that's
we
true.
don't know. I mean, We honestly don't know because I don't think she's been on TV since at least like April. So
if she comes back in a tag team with Kairi Sane, I'm going to be pissed.
Kyrie's already gone.
Yeah.
She's over in Stardom. So
Yeah,
I would like to see her. I would like to
it
see
was
her
a funny
go to
joke.
Stardom and team with Kyrie over there, not WWE.
Right? No, I hear you, bud.
Oh, big ass clothesline.
I just got a spine buster. 1, 2. It's a good match, folks. It's a good match. I will say that.
This is like a good futures match in WWE.
Yeah, that's Cole called that, right? We're looking at the future of wrestling. And
right.
You know what? It looks pretty good based on this. They are giving us a good match. Love or hate either one of them. Love or hate their gimmicks. It's a hell of a match. Two athletic guys. It's gone back and forth, couple false finishes. And the crowd seems into it, Nick. So let us know who you think's going to win, guys. And also, let us know if you're enjoying this match. Don't be shy. I got a lot of viewers kicking around right now. Light up the chat. We finally caught up. We might have skipped some, but we caught up. So, yeah, blow us up again. Let's go.
Right. Yeah, this is absolutely. This is. They talked about they have the AEW pillars. I'd almost be interested to try and go through WWE's roster right now and come up with like a 4 or 5 pillars of young up and coming talent.
Austin Theory.
Mm-hmm.
Braun Breaker.
Okay.
Gigi Dolan. Controversial.
Interesting. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Well, I mean, you know, someone's got to represent that division.
Right.
Another young pillar.
Well, her or Nikita Lyons.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's a tight race, and I can't put them both in.
I mean, well, that depends on who else you have left, because that's the thing. I feel like we're almost already kind of getting a little bit thin as far as young, up and coming talent. I mean, would you put Omos in there? I don't really think we'd go there. I don't think we'd put Veer in there.
You're not putting Dominic in there. That's a good one. Who do you guys think young pillars of WWE?
Maybe maybe we just might have came up with an idea for a video we might have to do on the weekend or something like that, because this is a little bit of a slow a weekend. So as far as professional
I like
wrestling.
that idea, sir. I like that idea. That's how we roll. We just come up with something, then we do it.
Improv. And speaking of improv, Austin Theory just smacked Riddick Moss. I'm going to start calling him that now.
Riddick Moss.
With the Money in the Bank briefcase for a DQ finish. So
right.
Austin Theory's pick for our pick, I feel like I'm kind of unfelt for that, because I kind of picked him in our fantasy faction with Cheap Pop and all of that. I thought once he won the Money in the Bank briefcase and he was going for the U.S. title, he'd kind of be on a bit of a heater. But he's lost every match. Granted, it might be by him DQing himself, but he has lost every match since he won that Money in the Bank briefcase.
Well, and I mean, again, I don't mind the heel doing a runaway. I don't mind the heel doing a purposeful DQ. It just shouldn't be like you get too repetitious again. You start doing the same thing again. And that's where his fans were like, oh, fuck, another match that didn't end, another match where Duke just left. I can't go to work and just walk out and then come back the next day and then go, oh, no, I still don't like it. Walk out, come back the next day.
I still find that hilarious. I think it was like the SmackDown after he won. What?
Sammy!
God damn you.
Sammy.
Freaking spoiler alert.
Sammy.
Oh.
He's all braced up.
He's in a sling. I didn't know he was in a sling.
He's in a sling.
Now, do you think that that's legit, or do you think he's going to do it and just kind of pull a fast one?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. I don't know if it's legit right now. I do believe he was. Well, they were selling the. When did he get beat up?
I don't know, but I find it interesting that Sammy, who's been a heel for quite a while now, for almost 2 years, I want to say, very much instantly comes off as a babyface next to Austin Theory.
He really does.
I'm very much in the camp that Austin Theory is the Sammy Guevara of WWE, just with selfies instead of a annoying girlfriend.
I get the comparable. Oh shit! Sammy brought back up.
What? Fill me in. Fill me in, future Google man. Fill me in.
I like Sammy, man. He makes me laugh. So the Usos have come to the aid of Sami Zayn, who was having a bit of a Riddick got him. Torpedo into the post. Braden, Theory going to pay.
Sami Zayn, the Samoan member of the Anoa'i family.
How did I end up ahead of you? 1 second. I'm just gonna.
Let me try and refresh.
Wait, I'm just don't refresh. Just keep going.
Fine.
Because then I just hit.
I got Austin Theory right now into the turnbuckle from Riddick Moss.
Yeah, and then
maybe Riddick Moss joins the bloodline right here.
Well, that's where Paul Heyman was. Do it. So I got the Usos coming up for a match. By the way, this is that new thing where they're like, "Oh, we'll just send out the next match."
Well, still, what do you think though? Like I mentioned this idea. I feel like while you were away of if the Bloodline kind of became one of those factions that you had in the late 90s, early 2000s in wrestling, to where they kind of just ballooned up and had, like 8+ members in it. And they weren't just like 3 or 4 people.
Yeah, I mean, you could really go to, I don't think you go nuts, but I mean, a solid, 6, maybe. Like you can really have, I mean, if you throw a tag team in there, it's got potential to.
Well, you already have the Usos, you have Sammy, you could have Solo, you could have Naomi if she comes back, you could have Tamina. That's already like what, 6, 7? And that's not even including if they add someone like, say, Omos. I think MVP and Heyman on the mic together would be interesting. Or if they add in someone like Riddick Moss. I know what you're saying. You don't go full NWO with it to where you have almost factions within a faction. But I think it would very much could be one of those of, let's be honest, at times there's plenty of things that you could miss on SmackDown, but you never want to miss us. The wrestling may suck, but we never do. But I feel like it could very much be like pretty much a Bloodline super heavy show for a good bit.
Screw it. You want that? Where you're like, fuck, these guys have taken over. They won the opening match. They fucked around with a backstage segment. They fucking won the tag titles. Roman's not even here tonight, and these assholes are running amok, and they run this show. Who's going to take them down?
Exactly.
All right, let's go, Johnny Babyface.
Book it.
Like, that's what you like. Fucking give us something where people are like, fuck, dude, you got to tune in next week. I know you don't like wrestling, but look, I'm going to put it on. Watch. These guys keep fucking everything up. It's so cool. And that's what we did when we were young. When all of a sudden the NWA and shit were like in the fucking production studio, like in the production truck, and then DX was doing that shit. You were like, what the fuck? And you tuned in just to see some shenanigans. And that's where we went. See, what happened was wrestling in certain parts and certain companies, they went full Russo. And, it blew up. But if we can get back to a taste of Russo, just a touch of Russo, and that chaos,
like RDJ and Tropic Thunder, never go full Russo,
right? And I have no resounding good things to say about Vince Russo, and I don't know the man. I'm sure to his friends he's lovely, but I just listening to him talk makes my head want to bleed through the ears. It's fucking horrible. The minute he starts talking, I don't hear anything he has to say. And I think he's completely full of shit about just about everything. It seems that way. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But that kind of chaos, that kind of energy to the night of like, what the fuck is going to happen next? That made wrestling so entertaining. And everything had a weird, every little bit mattered.
Oh, absolutely.
Boom, 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 boom. All right, folks, we are back in the commercial, so we will remind everyone we are the Wrasslin for Life Network, and we're rolling along. Nick, how you feeling, buddy?
Oh, I'm feeling good. This has actually been I know we've kind of talked sour on SmackDown tonight, but I think it's been a halfway decent show. It's been
next week, son of a bitch. Brock is back next week, Boston, Massachusetts.
Hey, well, I mean, I do happen to live in the New England area. I mean, so maybe,
live from bring your microphone.
that doing this all spur of the moment,
right?
Last minute might be a little bit difficult.
I want to see you there next week in the background. Your background actually be where they're,
Oh yeah, I'll like my background right now. I'll
perch.
just stand up. I'll be up at like the catwalk, like Sting. I'll be hanging out there with Sting.
Expensive. Don't worry. Raw. Let's do it. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you to all the new fans who have showed up tonight. 419. My favorite part of SmackDown is the bloodline. Anything else on SmackDown that you really tune in to see? And they're making us hate
McAfee.
McAfee, good one. I like that. What about you, fans? Lots of people in viewing right now. Who do you look forward to seeing on a SmackDown? Like on Fridays, I can't wait till so-and-so is wrestling or so-and-so drops a promo. Who on SmackDown other than the bloodline?
Well, and I'll also double down with this. To me, SmackDown, out of the 3 real shows that they have in WWE, SmackDown is the show that I want to tune into every week. I can miss NXT 2.0. I feel like you could miss it and you're not missing a ton. Raw, it needs better booking, something. Maybe with Logan Paul coming back or coming to WWE, we'll get something. But SmackDown to me is the top show right now in WWE.
Yeah, right. No, I completely agree. And entertainment value, 100%. SmackDown is more entertaining. It's a better pace to the show. It's a better feel overall. The crowd seems livelier. And again, part of it is that 3 hours, a commercial heavy 3 hours. And that is a huge difference.
Oh, absolutely.
Braden says right now, SmackDown is 7 out of 10. Wow.
I'm kind of with you, especially because I think right now with Dawkins versus Jimmy Uso, we're going to get a solid match, honestly.
What if Montez accidentally causes a loss here?
I get what you're saying. I don't think split up the Street Profits at all. They don't have a strong enough tag division. We were already talking earlier about the new Raid and the Hot Topic Raiders. So we don't need to have the Street Profits, who are, to me, they're where the New Day was like 3 to 5 years ago, facing the Usos. So I think I know you might be a little burned out on this feud. I think this is kind of the big tag team feud for a while on SmackDown because I like it.
Uso should lose the belts at SummerSlam. No.
I feel like if you do that, you almost kind of get towards it'd be interesting to see how Romo would react to that and where they go with that. If they lose it and then turn around and win it back, or if they lose it and can't win it back, then I feel like we're almost towards the end of the bloodline angle.
What if Brock does upset Roman? Now, that doesn't mean we don't get a champion Roman at Mania. It just means he probably wins it back at Survivor Series or Royal Rumble. But could they pull that? Could it really happen? Especially with Roman kind of wanting a good amount of time off. What if Brock's like, listen, I'll go from SummerSlam to Survivor Series as the champ. Why not?
I could almost see that, but I feel like they almost justify Roman taking time off if he beats Brock Lesnar again in a last man standing match, because they're very much, and Angelo Dawkins just yeets Jimmy Uso right over the barricade.
That's 2 spots in that corner in 2 segments. Just saying.
Well, but that was a hell of a spot. That was impressive. He went clean over that barricade. That wasn't the typical.
It was good. I liked it.
Through the barricade. He just yucked him clean over that.
All right, here we go. The chat is live again. Sean Ireland, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining the chat. And it's a lively group tonight. Okay, gentlemen, Big Nick. What time? Sorry. Stream tell Ali.
No, you're good. All right, no.
All right,
we did it, Film Nation. You're good. Bye-bye.
You're good. Yeah, bye-bye. Usos are running out of people to beat. They've had that issue consistently, Sean. That's why they had so many matches with the New Day, and again, just kind of recycled the guys. And there is a thinning of talent, unfortunately, and maybe they're waiting for a new crop to come in and try and bolster this roster. But right now, we see Sheamus versus the same people. We see it's just all a whole lot of
WWE can't build new stars. That's the problem. It's because WWE is more concerned about getting the brand over than it is the actual
nation. Yeah, sorry, Nick.
No, I was just saying that WWE is more concerned about getting the brand over than it is the actual performers. So that's the issue, is they don't build stars, and especially tag team stars. We've already seen them dismantle, whether it be through bad booking, terrible storytelling, obviously with the Cora Jade feud, and then the biggest heel turn of 2022, that skateboard, that paper mache skateboard, just saying nope.
Like I said, even the skateboard knew it was a bad idea.
Right. Even the skateboard was just like, fuck this shit. Out. That was just such a terrible way to do that. But they've single-handedly dismantled the women's tag division. So we can't exactly expect them to really book the men's tag division that well.
Right. Angelo Dawkins versus Jimmy Uso is going to be a 4-star match for me, or to me. Let's see, Damian. They've begun. I think Roman loses the belt to Drew at Clash of Castle. Man,
no,
I don't think so.
I think Roman holds that belt all the way to WrestleMania, and we get Rock versus Roman for the strap. Now, I said strap. Do I mean both straps? Find out.
Could he really somehow lose one of the belts to Drew and then go into Mania with one belt? Can you really have an identical main event?
I feel like he'd be a wounded soldier going in the whole rest of the way. You instantly kind of have like a asterisk on everything.
Is it far enough apart that people are like, all right, whatever, because
No, wrestling fans are like Jonah Hill and Superbad. That happened 6 years ago. People don't forget.
People don't forget. Does the winner of this match get pick ref for a tag team match? Yes.
Oh, they get to pick? I got it. It would be revealed.
You and I were gabbing, so we missed the stipulations here. But yeah, they get to pick the winner gets to pick the special referee. So it'll be interesting. That's why the fans know, what if private party? Yeah, Street Profits, whatever. What if they pull off the win? They put someone in place and then they get rused. I don't know.
Well, who would you put if you were the Street Profits? Who do you pick?
Bianca Belair.
The thing is, you have obvious choices for the heels. You don't have any choices for what?
Belair.
She's in a match. She's going to be in a match at SummerSlam.
It's going to be a.
You're going to do double duty?
Yeah, it's going to be a 3-minute match. Fuck it.
I almost. Is Drew booked for a match at SummerSlam, or is that just kind of speculated?
Juicy.
I could see Drew. If the Street Profits win, I think they might pick Drew, because then that sets up even more Roman versus Drew.
Oh, interesting. Oh, shit. Ref down. Ref down. I think Roman loses. I got that one. I like the idea of Mick Foley, though. Maybe he just signed a Legends deal.
Could you imagine? Right here in Nashville, Tennessee. It would be who could out-pop the crowd. It would be Pat McAfee on commentary and Mick Foley in the ring. Holy shit. The crowd wouldn't know what to do.
Right.
Speaking of not knowing what to do, the ref is out, and Jimmy's still trying to go for a 3 count.
Right.
Charles Rutten, Lil Nate is selling like Big Nate will probably be doing in his last match.
Shit.
Just
what
laying
the fuck?
there. What in the?
He hit the sky high and it was over.
What in the name of D'Lo Brown?
Triple H. Ref down, Braden. Yep. Thomas.
And the thing that killed that for me is because of how long Charles Robinson had to count. if he had woken up, then he hit the sky high, 1, 2, 3. Absolutely. That looked so drawn out because the sky high, unfortunately, they've kind of made that like that's a signature move at best for those 2K22 players out there. It's not a finisher.
Yeah, right. Realistically, it is not.
It'd be like it's like winning a match on a spine buster and your name isn't Arn Anderson.
Right. So we had the match won, and then he had the match won again, like just straight up clean win.
Well, how far away
are they saying his arms up? Look. Oh, so see what they're doing here? There was no definitive. Look, his arm was actually up.
Oh, they're doing the. Oh, I see it now. Now that you said that, they're doing the reverse.
Right now they're even. This is bullshit. Look, they caught it right away. Good eye by the commentators. Like,
yeah, but see, that's the thing is what the Street Profits should have done when that happened at Money in the Bank is they should have actually initially right after you called that. What the hell are you doing? That didn't happen. What do you like? How you would see any athlete in a game? How many times do you see like say someone like Dennis Rodman or arguing with the ref? Oh, what the hell? That's a bullshit call. What are you doing?
Oh, wait. We got Adam Pierce.
Hey.
Thank you, Gary, for your kind words. Yeah, folks, you can just drop your ratings. Do keep in mind, at the top of the hour, we are going to hit the intro video again, and we're going to start Rampage. So stay tuned for that. We're not going anywhere, folks. If you're enjoying
we got Fighter Fest Night 2.
Just stay here. We're going to cover some AEW Rampage. I know some of you guys know the winners. I truly do not. I don't believe Nick does.
No, I don't.
I haven't been babysitting them this week, but I trust them.
We ain't going nowhere, so your ass ain't better go nowhere either.
Yo.
What now?
Jamie.
Oh, you're shitting me.
What the fuck? I missed
double
what
G, double O, double N, double E.
We got some double J's on this channel. Shout out to all the other.
Yeah. Oh, this is the Wrasslin for Life edition of Friday Night SmackDown because they've got now the double J because we've got the double J and KJ and CJ.
R-E-double-T.
Jeff Jarrett now has officially become the channel's wrestler with so many J's.
What is happening here?
Why though? Why this man of all people? Is Jeff Jarrett going to go on like his 18th run of trying to go for like the top guy?
They had a fucking pre-vignette ready for Jeff Jarrett to be the ref? Why?
Yeah, because, absolutely, when it's supposed to be spur of the moment, you've always got a standby video package for anyone to be a special guest referee in a wrestling company.
Yeah, man. So now we got a bit of a scuffle to end this. Dawkins wins. You're joking. That blows my mind. Gary gave it shit out of 10. I'll just call it what it is. Damien gave it 7 out of 10. Different spectrums. Different rating system. Jarrett's going to come out, right?
What's that?
Jarrett's going to come out. How the fuck do they tie Jeff Jarrett into the Street Profits and make this make sense? Because Jarrett's from Nashville. It still doesn't make sense.
That's because they want the pop. Cheap booking. Want the pop.
Scott said that. Oh, I'm not there yet. I'm getting
now, but see, now we're gonna get the whole tie-in too, because I bet you Elias, Ezekiel, Elrod, any sort of E name that Vince can come up with is gonna be at SummerSlam, and we're gonna get that moment between them and Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, touche, perhaps. Interesting. I don't care. But ladies and gentlemen, let us know what you thought of WWE SmackDown out of 10. Myself and Nick, we're getting ready to go. We're going to switch over to AEW.
We're going anywhere. We're just
right here. Stay here. We're just going to hit the
intro. Don't say you keep saying we're ready to go. We ain't going anywhere. We're just rolling a little video.
No, we're not going to leave. No, we're not leaving. Right? We're not leaving.
We're not leaving. We're just giving you a little intro video. Right. We're just hitting refresh.
We're just hitting a button. Don't go anywhere. All 37 of you better be fucking here when I come back. No, I'm kidding. AEW Rampage coming right up, folks. Boom. I just got that in the nick of time. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We're here for AEW Rampage. We just came off SmackDown. Let us know what you thought about SmackDown. Big Nick, how you doing? And if you didn't know, that's Big Nick. I'm KJ. But how are you doing, Nick?
I'm doing fantastic. I think that was honestly a pretty solid episode of SmackDown. I know we had some people rate it, poo out of 10, but to me, I would give that. I think we've seen a couple of people say like around a 7, 6, 7-ish. I'm okay with giving it a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. That feels aggressive.
Actually, now that you say that, because of the whole goddamn Jeff Jarrett thing, I'm gonna give it a 6. I'm gonna give it a double J out of 10 just for that. Just because of double J coming back, that's my official score. Book it. I don't care how you want to view it. Take it how you like it. It's a double J out of 10.
A double J out of 10. You know what's funny, because I was kind of going 6. I feel 6. It wasn't, basement. There was a couple good moments, a few points for a couple of the segments, but overall it kind of fell short. We got shit we've already seen. Would somebody just put a leash on Butch? Can we get there? Can we put a muzzle and a leash on this guy? Like, what the fuck are we doing with poor Butch every week?
Well, now it makes you wonder which one's Shaggy and which one's Scooby out of Sheamus and Ridge. Because if he's Scrappy, one of them's got to be Scooby and the other's got to be Shaggy.
Right? Jesus. Sorry, the news came on and somebody had a pole fall through their house. That's not good. Show was horrible. Hassan says hello again. Scott gives it a 0 to 10.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like we've had some people that are very, down on it, and then we've also had a fair amount of people that are like, "Hey, it wasn't that bad."
Hold the fort for a second, sir.
Absolutely. So yeah, folks, we are just kicking off Rampage Fighter Fest Night 2, I guess we'll call it, because it's granted, yes, we know it's recorded after Dynamite, but it's airing on Friday, and we avoid spoilers over here. We try to, at times, at best, at least avoid. And right now we have the Dark Order with John Silver and, God, I'm forgetting his name. He looks like the Dark Order's version of Matt Jackson, versus the Kings of the Throne, I believe, is their PWG name. Because, folks, if you didn't know, Malachi Black and Brody King are the PWG tag champs. So we have the House of Black versus the Dark Order right now. So we have Spooky Team versus Spooky Team. I think, obviously, the House of Black takes this. I'm surprised, honestly, that there isn't some sort of crossover between the Dark Order and the House of Black. But I also know the Dark Order is very much kind of more of a comedy shtick now. But I do also, on a different note, because he just got tagged into the match, I do like the kind of push that Brody King's getting. We did see him in a championship match with Moxley, and then we saw the whole fan signing situation to where he powerbombed Darby through tables, and then Darby just kind of halfway no-sold it and got up and started signing some 8x10s. But I do like that he's kind of getting a push and kind of being taken seriously. Maybe we get a Wardlow versus Brody King match. I would be up for that for the TNT Championship. Absolutely, Scott. Thank you. Trust me. I know we kind of talk a lot and everything, but every little comment, every little chat, every little comment, like, share, subscribe, all of that just makes this feel so much better. Makes this, it's just all of us just hanging out. Just watching wrestling together, like we're all just sitting in somebody's living room. I guess right now, since it's just me, we're all hanging out in my living room or with my background, because I haven't changed it to AEW yet. I'm still at SmackDown. But so speaking of SmackDown, Jason gives it a 7, Thomas gives it a 3, but it's all right. I'll give it that. That it's a bit up and down. I could see, depending on what you like, what you feel, it might be a different rating. I mean, for crying out loud, I gave it a double J out of 10. So you could go with that whichever way you want. Anthony says, Nick, I think what happens since Jeff Jarrett is the guest referee for the tag match is that he turns on Street Profits during the match and hits the motor guitar to help the Usos win. You're not exactly wrong of the potential of Jeff Jarrett doing another heel turn, and this was the man that held up Vince, to drop the IC title to China. This is the man that literally in WCW had a finishing move called the stroke because he was in tight with Vince Russo backstage, the head booker. Same thing in TNA. He started TNA and started Global Force Wrestling. So if there's anyone that is a little bit of a swindler and a shyster outside of the ring in real life, it is Jeff Jarrett. And so absolutely I could see him going full, Mid-South wrestling, comes out and plays the guitar and he's just the super sweet baby face. He's back to be home. It's good to be home in Nashville. And then just turns on the Street Profits and just rips off, and is wearing a Bloodline t-shirt and just kind of a little bit like Mike Tyson at WrestleMania 14, to where he was with DX and then all of a sudden he, flips Michaels the Bird and pulls out a Stone Cold shirt. And yes, it has so far been a good opening match. Right now I'm in picture in picture. This is a little bit of a slower start, I feel like, just because I feel like the Dark Order, unfortunately, it's kind of in their name. I feel like they kind of need to go down and spend some time on AEW Dark. I know that that's kind of viewed like the NXT of AEW, but absolutely I feel like Tony doesn't know where they're going with them, and I feel like no one in the group knows where they're going. So I feel like they do kind of need to slide back a good bit. More than, unfortunately, they already have. But hopefully, at least they keep all the members that they have so far.
Scott's into it. He's enjoying the show tonight. Rampage off to a crazy... Well, it's off to a pretty good start. I don't mind the start at all, Nick.
No, absolutely. While you chat real quick, I'm going to just change my background.
There you go. Hi, folks. Here we go. What was the difference between the Double J Jeff Jarrett in WWE and the Slapnuts Jeff Jarrett character in WCW? Well, obviously, we infamously know how the Jeff Jarrett kind of came to an end in WCW and how it all played out and the lawsuit that ensued. That was quite the memorable wrestling moment. For those who don't know, they were sued and they did lose. So it's quite unfortunate for them. But Jeff as Slapnuts, as the Slapnuts version, I liked it. I thought
to me, it gave me one of my favorite moments in professional wrestling. And I know I'm normally like the more old school type of fan and everything. But when they had Beetlejuice in a Superman costume, folks, if you don't know who Beetlejuice is, look up the Howard Stern show. They had this man in a Superman costume. And he called Jeff Jarrett Slapnuts twice backstage and then proceeded to take a guitar shot from Jeff Jarrett. Now, mind you, this man, he's a little person. So it was absolutely 100% Vince Russo booking, but it's a moment that is ingrained in my mind, unfortunately.
Right. But right now we have the Dark Order. I have the Dark Order in control. Malachi's up in the air.
I had Malachi just shoved into the barricade, and the barricade good push back a good, couple feet.
You're going to be a couple. I think you're a little bit ahead of me on this one. I got Brody King coming in. Irish whip. Malachi misses. Aubrey's just doing poses in the ring right now. She's not exactly reffing or telling anyone to get out. She's just watching.
Just T-posing.
She looks like one of those wacky waving
inflatable arm flailing two men.
Yeah, that's what she looks like.
So I have John Silver going for a bridge pin right now. Belly to back suplex.
Now I got the barricade, so I'm like a good minute behind you.
Right. So I pause. So hopefully it'll let me go. So let me know when you get to that pin. But yeah, so far this has been a good match to start off.
Good pace. Good pace.
I was gonna say, folks, let us know who you think's gonna win this, but I do feel like this
Johnny. No way. I haven't got the pin yet.
Alrighty.
Oh, Enziguri. Oh, look, he got him up. Now the pin. Oh, Audrey had to stutter that too quick because
did a little stutter.
Yeah, Malachi wasn't quite where he needed to be and when he needed to be there. And you saw her, to her credit, she did it before the 3, right? Her faces kill me, right? The super kick.
Well, I do like in AEW is that we know the refs. I remember growing up in wrestling, we knew Earl Hebner, Tim White. Oh, that looked painful.
No, let's be real. Straight up, right now, name one match, one moment in SmackDown that I reacted in any way, shape, or form the way I just reacted to that opening match? If you say Maximum Male Models, I'm gonna be pissed.
That's literally I can't even lie. That was the first thing that popped in my fucking head. I was like, Max Dupree.
Hassan says, wow, first match, better than SmackDown entirely. I like it. That was a good match.
Oh, and I like that you had Malachi just sitting there in his, crisscross applesauce pose, while Brody.
Oh shit!
Darby pulling a Sting.
Look, Malachi, son of a bitch. This little guy.
Right, god damn it! Now I got to deal with fucking Robin. We already had to deal with Batman. Now we got to deal with Robin.
Oh,
and speak of the devil, he shall appear.
What's up? Thank you for coming to the show. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for joining us. This is cool. Sting and Malachi having a stare down.
Yeah, give me that match. Absolutely.
We're getting a holy shit chant. There we go.
Well, I think that would be good. Well, we were supposed to get the Passover from Undertaker to Malachi. Well, Alistair at the time. And now I guess we'll get it with Sting versus Malachi.
Yeah.
I'd be down for it.
Mm-hmm. It looked like they were going to walk away, save it for another day. And then they changed their mind. So, I don't know. Now they're hesitating again.
A little bit too much of the why.
Thank you for being here, buddy. Have a good night.
The Redeemer, Miro.
Redeemer is here.
Lana, God's favorite champion. It looks like he's going after Malachi too, so it's good. This is going to be interesting. I like that Malachi is getting a bit of a build now.
Right? There's several people not happy with Malachi Black.
Yeah, well, and I like this kind of push up the card for them.
Miro, Sting, and Darby versus the House of Black.
Interesting. I will watch it.
If you're watching the numbers, there's 2-on-2. Where's Murphy? Is he hurt? He can't be hurt.
I think it might be shoulder. Potentially. I don't know.
Yo, this commercial just tripped me out.
Oh, yeah, with the seal and the shark. Yeah, see, I told you, Shark Week is coming up. So that's why we're getting the Shark Cage match.
It's so funny. So listen.
Starts July 24th. Oh, gee, wonder that.
Right? We gave WWE shit for their zombies and stuff. This is not as bad.
I'll take the Shark Cage over a zombie, though.
Yes, but I'm just saying it's kind of similar shit.
I'm just saying.
Trick WWE like, so I guess he's a WWE fan. What we doing? We're talking about wrestling. That's what we do here every night, bud. Like and subscribe. Join the family. Have fun. We rock and roll through all of these shows. So yeah, that's Big Nick. I'm KJ. These are the fans and the family and friends that they've all become. You should be a part of it.
And we're here every single night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Most Saturdays, a lot of Sundays.
Well, we're normally here. We've done 7 days straight before. Christ, I think me and you right now are on 5 days straight of being on the stream together at this rate. And it's just it's more of a slow weekend of wrestling than a slow weekend on the channel.
Yeah, that's true.
There's more of it. We're literally coming up with show ideas to do for the weekend on stream to bring you folks original content. But if there is anything that you would like to see us do that we don't already do now, let us know in the chat.
Yeah, you guys want to see us do a type of show or a topical show? Throw some ideas out here. Let us know. Like I said, this Wednesday coming will be 20 weeks of being a channel. I do believe. I always fuck up the date.
Just a little itty bitty baby.
We're just a baby, and I think we had something like 420. Yes, we did.
We're one of the pillars of wrestling on YouTube right now. We're the up and comer. We're the Darby Allin, the MJF,
right? The MJF.
We're definitely more the MJF. Where people are talking about WWE going TV 14. Folks, we have never been PG.
The crowd's better on Rampage, better than Dynamite Wednesday night when Wednesday night crowd was dead. Well, it's weird because this is after Dynamite.
Yeah, this is the crowd coming off of Keith Lee and Swerve winning.
Mm-hmm. I thought the crowd was pretty good on Wednesday for like the triple threat. And
that to me was the match of the week, easy.
And again, I mean, you got Sting, you got the House of Black, you got Darby. There's a lot going on. They're going to come alive for all that shit, right?
Right. Well, and I do like that they're doing a bit of everybody's got at least some kind of a story, and they all kind of interweave
a little bit, right? Right, and then they build up this Miro thing, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend,
right?
That kind of bullshit. I mean, it's that to me is I like that shit.
Well, and even
what I don't like, I really don't like the fact that we're gonna get the Pain Maker again. Fuck off.
I do, just because I liked Eddie's promo about it of bring whatever sadistic gimmick you want to bring, because I'm gonna hurt you and I'm gonna like it.
Some good shit. Some Jake Snake shit. We were talking about that lean in and make the fans listen.
Oh, you had like little spittle on the camera and everything. Like that man means. That's the thing is some people don't always make you feel what they say. You feel every word of what that man says.
Right. One more thing before I leave. You guys keep up the amazing content, and I'm looking forward to the Monday Night Raw and SummerSlam and Friday Night SmackDown. So Braden's looking forward to his WWE here with the channel. You know what, Braden? Show up for the other shows too, just because we're fun. But no,
your ass better be subscribed, sir, and you better hit that bell notification.
Braden's on the list,
and you better hit a like on this video, and you better come back once you wake up, sleep, fix whatever you got going on while you leaving in the middle of this damn show, and leave a comment on this video if you've given us all this praise. But thank you.
No, thank you, Braden. Get some rest, and we'll see you again, big guy. Right now, we're getting the Ring of Honor Championship match. Jonathan Gresham coming out with Tully, and Lee Moriarty is already in the ring with our buddy. Oh wait, the tag team is here as well.
Yeah.
Hey, look at this! Yo, look at this! Back in AEW.
Brian Cage. This is the most screen time he's going to get for the next couple of months. So enjoy it, folks. But I really like Jonathan Gresham's whole octopus. Like I did the mask, the gear, everything.
Release the Kraken.
Right. Absolutely. This man is, I would say, close to this generation's Daniel Bryan. He is absolutely over. He's super talented, and he gets over for being technical.
Find it funny that he fucked over Lee of all people.
Little bit,
but all right, we're setting something up. But it's interesting. I'm curious to see what Jonathan does as a heel.
I'm also slightly interested. This isn't the main event.
No, It's Ring of Honor.
Yeah, but still, Jonathan Gresham, I thought, had also signed a deal to where he goes with AEW and Ring of Honor.
I don't know yet. Well, that remains to be seen. I did hear that was the talk. Like maybe he, if he does lose the title, then he shifts up to make a run on AEW. Fair enough. I mean, he's got some decent opponents sitting here waiting that will probably be really good matchups. And I'll be straight up. I would be more than happy for another Gresham Jay Lethal rematch. Let's do it.
Yeah, but does it throw you off that Tully's old ass is taller than Gresham?
No. I mean, Gresham's little. I mean, there's nothing you can say about it. He's jacked. I mean, he looks like, I feel like how Taz looked in the WWE of just that's a good point.
Stocky to everybody,
right? But he's surrounded by 3 gigantic men. He has a manager or whatever.
Well, he's supposed to be the heel, so it makes sense that he's got 3 mountains to defend him.
Right. It's not terrible. And yeah, to Thomas's point, it is the same crowd. To me, it's what they're giving them that's got them back up on their feet. Because, I mean, at the 4 or 5 hour mark, and maybe even longer if you've been there watching dark matches, it's a long night. It's a long day of taping. If they are doing any dark matches there, I don't know. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I think out of the gate, you give them a good match and got them out of their seats.
Oh, yeah. And even then, still, like we were just saying, we've still got right now a Ring of Honor world title match. So, and this is on the middle of the 1 hour of Rampage. So even then, even if after especially watching Lee and Swerve win the tag belts, I'm already going to be hyped for a good bit. So you're going to have to really screw up to bring me down. And then now we're following it up with the House of Black versus the Dark Order match that we just got, and now a Ring of Honor world title match. We're just keeping rolling.
Rolling. Did you get to watch Alex Hammerstone and Richard Holiday for the MLW World Championship last night on MLW? That match was good. You should watch it when you get a chance. I have
not gotten a chance.
I give a nut tap.
I just saw that.
I like that. That was a nice move. That was a good heel move.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And Evan Bourne is losing his mind.
I forgot entirely that he was there.
Right? But he was there and had a decent run. Like he had a couple belts. Like it was a little bit. It wasn't the biggest cup of tea, but Evan Bourne was a thing.
I remember Air Boom and I remember the Shooting Star.
Air Boom.
But I like even like the whole what?
Lee's still grabbing himself like he actually got papped, and maybe
because he probably did. I like that. Gresham's even doing like with the wrist tape too, to where it's kind of undone. I bet you he'll use that later on.
Yeah, it's going to come into play. House always wins. Scott, good call. I mean, there we go. And I love that finisher. I love where it just looks he floats the guy to Brody King.
It's a fucking alley-oop.
Yeah, and it looks
alley-oop a man into basically a sit-out pile driver.
Yeah, it's amazing, and it looks ridiculous. Who was it? Was it Caster? I think it might have been Caster. But when Brody first appeared, and the way he hit the angle on the jump, and Malachi just kind of bounced him, and it looked like a volleyball. It looked like serve, volley
for serve,
right? So yeah, man, it's crazy times. But folks, let us know out there. Who do you got? Gresham or Marinara?
Gresham or Marinara?
The Moriarty. You should change your last name?
Well, honestly, I feel like it's obviously going to be Gresham. But let us know too what you think on Gresham's heel turn. I do think it's interesting that he went with Tully versus. I thought he would have fit in with the Black Bull Combat Club.
Yeah, but I think what they're trying to do, again, they're trying to build up ROH. So right now, technically, as it stands, when you go into some type of ROH programming, you have a pretty dominant faction at the top of that food chain already.
Right. Oh, dumps him outside. Right off the top turnbuckle. Gresham just dumped Moriarty right outside. And now we've got Evan Bourne, Matt Sydal, and Tully arguing.
Right, I'm in picture as well. Yeah, no, I'm slightly behind you. I don't have any arguing yet. All right, Gresham's coming out, pushes Evan Bourne away.
Yep, we're right on the same page.
Okay. Good. The best show, at least tonight. I think ROH. Oh wait, I didn't read this one. I only started watching Jonathan Gresham a couple of months ago. I thought that after the ROH shut down, that all the ROH talents are now all elite, because I don't think ROH is going to have a TV deal. One of two of two. I think all of the ROH pay-per-views are going to be under AEW name because Honor Club ended. Have they? And they are not on Fight. I mean, Fight would be an easy answer, wouldn't it?
Well, I'm with you there because I did have Honor Club and everything. I don't think everybody from ROH is all elite because obviously we see that with the Briscoes. But I really would hope that, especially now because they have the ROH catalog, and what better way to kind of take a little nudge across the bow, like we saw even tonight of in this match, a little nut tap to WWE of you have the Ring of Honor video catalog on a streaming service, your own streaming service. And so you can show guys like Tyler Black, Seth Rollins. You can show all these guys that were WWE performers even now, like Kevin Steen, Kevin Owens. And now you can show all their old matches and say, see, this is what they could be, but they're over there.
Yeah. Hey, you guys don't have to go watch him fucking play, Sherlock Holmes on Monday night. You can watch him in a really good match with another really talented wrestler. So that was one of the most valuable parts of this deal with ROH. And any active, no. Let me rephrase. Yeah, no. Every active contract was released by Ring of Honor prior to sell. So remember the announcement came out. They released their talent and let them go. So, I mean, I'm sure there was some people that may or may not have been still obligated to that company, but I pretty much think Tony was starting from scratch as far as rebuilding outside of buying the company, buying its assets. And to my knowledge, the athletes themselves were no longer assets of the company.
Yes, he very much could choose to keep certain people from that roster, and a huge boot from Moriarty on Gresham. And now he's just slapping and kneeing and elbowing the shit out of him. But yeah, it's a bit like with when WWE bought WCW, of the video package is absolutely the biggest thing that you could ask to purchase in that whole deal. Granted, WCW still had some people that were under guaranteed contracts. And that's why you didn't get certain guys like Goldberg and Kevin Nash and even DDP came, but you didn't get Hogan, you didn't get Sting, because they could make just as much money sitting at home. You don't have that in ROH. Of now he can build that to be whatever it is, whatever he wants it to be.
Yeah. Oh,
2 count.
Wow, deep 2 count, folks. Deep 2 count.
This has been a hell of a match. Like we were talking about how the first match was good. This has been a good match. I know we've been kind of a little bit talking more about Tony buying Ring of Honor, but this is Ring of Honor is very much well represented in the matches that they have. Those matches stand out on an AEW show.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, as we move forward here, I mean, again, you have all this talent kicking around, and some people don't think they're going to get a TV deal, but I think Tony will figure something out. He has to. He really does have to come up with something to funnel some of this talent. You have too much talent, and you got to find a way. Even if you just find a second hour and you move Rampage out of this 10 o'clock Friday spot, move it anywhere. I think we've talked about moving it to Thursdays or I don't know.
Tuesday, do it on Tuesday versus NXT. Go back at them. But yeah, Discovery just bought Warner Media, and we are getting a Shark Cage match just in time for Shark Week. So he very much placates the TV execs. That's even part of the whole controversy about with MJF's promo, is because he called out the execs while they were talking about that whole merger, and it was the executives that decided to pull MJF from TV. If you want to look at this as a shoot, so I do think they get on TV. And as I say that, Lee Moriarty taps out to Jonathan Gresham, and I believe he was using part of the wrist tape that he has dangling there to aid in that submission. But yeah, I do think they get a TV deal. It's just a matter of where, because we didn't even think we were going to get much after Supercard of Honor, and we are. Oh, actually, he didn't use it. That was a unique ass submission. I don't even know what to call that. But we're now getting On Your Birthday of all places too,
right?
Death Before Dishonor.
That is something everyone should know, Nick, and not to interrupt you. Tully is in the ring, but July 23rd, put on your party pants, put on your party shirt, put on your party hat. We are going to turn this little stream into a gong show, and we're going to have a good time. It's going to be fun. We got Death Before Dishonor. It's going to be a crazy night. I know there's going to be surprises. I can't wait. I get Briscoes and FTR 2 on my birthday. Thank you, Tony.
Yeah, you lucky bastard.
Be a friend, tell a friend, and everyone's invited to my shindig. We're going Gatsby style.
This is your formal invitation.
Right.
You have to RSVP by subscribing to the channel, though. But this is your formal invitation to our Death Before Dishonor Happy Birthday KJ stream.
Wow, Grisham, you like some piss and vinegar in this one. Kudos.
Oh, he's a star to me. I understand. I mentioned about how he's a little short in stature, but he's a star. He's a stud. Any company is lucky to have him. That's why I was excited that he is with AWR. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Yes. 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 Wow. Look, even the fans are in the know right now. And you saw some in the audience, Nick. Yes, they get this. Yes.
Absolutely.
How many revolutions of the fucking helicopter can Cesaro do with that man?
Yeah, well, now that you said that, folks, for those of you who didn't know,
I guess, right?
Claudio Castagnola just came out and was calling out Jonathan Gresham after his promo. So it looks like we're going to get Jonathan Gresham versus Claudio Castagnola. And Chris, everything's happening right now. But so we're going to get Claudio Castagnola versus Jonathan Gresham for the Ring of Honor World Championship at Death Before Dishonor. And
sign me.
I don't know who loses that match because I feel like they both need a win.
I think that's wicked.
I very much want
Claudio Castagnola, whatever.
Castagnola. He is going to probably take lift off.
Take it
with how much he spins Jonathan Gresham.
I say take that belt and give it to Claudio. Validate him.
Could you imagine Blackpool Combat Club has the AEW World Champion and the Ring of Honor World Champion in that?
Fucking right, and then send Brian over to Japan.
Fuck yes. Jay White versus Daniel Bryan, absolutely.
All right, so we got Athena Statlander on the way out. And they gave Athena metal wings. She should knock that shit off right now.
Well, no, she's a gamer. She's a Twitch streamer. They let them, cosplay a bit. I'm okay with that. Versus, I'd rather see that than see them,
Dude, you got mad about black around the eyes.
That's makeup versus.
She wearing makeup. Is she wearing a backpack that's so like
right? And she left it at the top of the ramp.
All right.
I'd rather see that than a mugshot.
Yeah, all right. Fair enough.
Right.
Wait, these are the baddies? It honestly looks like the cast of Flavor of Love.
What the fuck?
That's the new baddie section? What happened?
Well, I was looking at the fucking tag team that we had in the ring facing Statlander and Athena. I thought this was actually going to be a match.
Renegade Twins.
Blink and you miss it.
This is going to be squash, motherfucker.
Oh, I don't know who's who. If you couldn't get the Usos straightened out, you definitely ain't figuring out who's who in this match between this tag team.
Statlander split the twins. She didn't land on either one. Son of a bitch. She missed both.
That's a clean split.
Yeah. She got the spare, folks. She got the spare.
She picked it up. Oh, that didn't look
right. Oh, that didn't look good at all. But I'm blaming the Renegade. Awful.
The bell just rang, so that was all before the match.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. This is just Statlander and Athena come out and beat up some random women.
The fucking what did the ref forget what his job? You have one job: ring the bell. Yeah, I think the Renegade Twins are still quite green.
Oh, I don't think they managed to not hit one offensive maneuver that entire match.
Even close.
Like I said, that was very much a blink and you miss it.
Uh-oh.
And who the hell is
that?
She got a fucking 8 head. Instead of a 4 head, she got a fucking 8 head.
Wow. All right, so
well, she must be a indie wrestler because Statlander and Athena are taking her to freaking town.
Honestly,
are they going to hit a Doomsday like Eclipse, or are they going to hit that weird fucked up knee thing that they don't know how to do?
They're not going to hit anything.
Yeah, because now we've got Jade and Kiera Hogan coming out.
Wait. Okay. Oh, she did a shin kick. That was cute. Oh shit. All right, dude. Jade's picked it up. All the Jade haters need to take a breath. And listen, I know we've battled on Jade quite a bit. She's a different level.
She also won a Golden Cage. Yes! I'm not going to check. She did win a Golden Cage for female superstar through the midway point of 2022. And
did we give her best champ? Or did we give that
to Roman? I think that was Roman.
You got overruled.
Right.
You wanted Jade, right?
No, I picked her for female.
Okay, fair enough.
But like you were saying, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you didn't at all. She picked it up. Jade looks like $1 million. Here's the weirdest shit I've ever seen, though. The heels run out to save a nobody. Why would the heels do that?
Oh, now I recognize her. She's the one that's the OVW Women's Champion. The one that's on the probationary baddie.
Yes.
The one that's, going to get the contract.
Mm-hmm. I know who wins.
Good for you.
No, that being said, folks, we are rolling along here through Rampage tonight. Not much longer left in the show. And we are doing our thing. Nick's going to bounce out. See you in a moment, sir. Whoa, big pop. Yes, it was. I know who wins. I bet you do. We don't. I don't. Athena, Chris Statlander for the win. What a clunky match that was. I don't know if I fully blame anybody other than the Renegade Twins. It's just the match was it could have been better. And I don't like the booking. You have Athena, who just signed as a big name. You got Statlander trying to make a come up, and they're supposed to be going after Jade, and one of them's going to fight Jade for the belt. Jade literally just walked to the ring and kicked the fuck out of them, and that was it. So why do we need to see a match between either of them? Her and Kiera just cleaned house and saved their little baddie friend. Like, am I wrong? Was that not the wrong way to do it? The baddies, the Flavor of Love girls, whatever you want to call them. But thank you, John. Chris, we are about heat up for the Gun Club. We're about to hear from the Gun Club. That helps. Yeah. We'll see what they have to say. But I like the idea that the Gun Club has gone full heel. I think Billy has, in between his kids and kind of running them out there. And I think they're obnoxious enough, especially Colton. I don't know what his name is. Austin. There we go. For me, Not a bad move. Not a bad move at all. But that being said, let us know out there, folks. What are you thinking? How are you enjoying the show? We got just less than half to go. And yeah, we're getting Cesaro, Claudio, Castagnoli, going up against Jonathan Gresham at Ring of Honor, Death Before Dishonor. That's going to be exciting. That's going to be interesting. So yeah, that's a new angle. We have the Gun Club coming up next. The opening match was really good. It's enough out of you. But yeah, folks, how you doing? It's Friday night. How's everyone feeling? Hey, why don't you just let us know how your night is going outside of wrestling? You feeling good? You have a good week? You feeling the vibe right now? Just let us know, folks. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. And yeah, we're rolling along. We had a crazy night so far. Seen a lot of peaks, a lot of valleys going on, and peaks and valleys. What the hell am I talking about? With the shows, anyway. A lot of people thought that SmackDown was a valley. Some people thought it was a bit of a peak, but a lot of not impressed people about SmackDown. Rampage, entertainment-wise, off to a much better start. Anyone out there disagree with me about what just happened with Jade Cargill as far as her coming out and just toppling her two competitors? It wasn't like she cheated to get the advantage. She just walked in and cleaned house. Like Mama was home and whooping ass, and she cleaned house. Uh-oh. Bibbins is introducing himself to Lee. Interesting. Sweet. I subscribed a long time ago. Yes, you did. Thank you, buddy. Greatly appreciate it. Wow, Bibbins telling Lee Moriarty he should be doing more. Uh-oh. Oh. Because I've got the opportunity of a lifetime for you next week on Rampage. Because I'm sick of these guys cheating matches. I want you to face somebody who wrestles with heart. Somebody who Seidel versus Lee. Next week on Rampage, it's gonna be you versus Inhuman Dante Martin. Oh, right. Dante Martin's back. And it's peace, love, and pro wrestling. All right. Dante Martin's catchphrase is peace, love, and pro wrestling. And was I the only one that didn't know that? Did anyone else know that? I don't know why I know that. Big heat. Asshole chance for the ass boys. Acclaim gets a nice pop, folks. Everybody went to get a snack for the whole fucking. Oh, Billy Gunn's coming. What do we got? I think big. All right. All right, we didn't get very far into that interview with and here come the Acclaimed. And they came out of the babyface tunnel. Have they been coming out of the babyface tunnel as of late? Because I really felt like they were heels for a long time. But they're definitely over as babyfaces now. So a nice organic heel babyface turn. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Billy holding them up. 420 subscribers, put them good vibes in rotation, folks, and pass it on to the left-hand side by being a friend. Tell a friend on Feel Good Friday. Yes, folks, thank you for taking us from 400 subscribers to 420 in a matter of a day and a bit. So thank you very much. Or sorry, 403 to 420. All right. Billy's down. He eats a super kick. There we go. There we go. They have cleared the house. Caster. Now he's getting the crowd to play along. Good job. I like this. Billy Gunn, you act like an asshole. You so big. Whoa! This is good. This is good. These guys are over as fuck. All right. All right. Austin reminds me of 2.0. Mac Daddy Mac or whatever. They look alike. They act alike. Give him a piece of gum. Look, he's got a piece of gum. They're the same. Jericho. They're going to get their comeuppance one of these days. No, that's not good, Jericho. That's not good, Jericho. I don't believe you. Private Party versus the Lucha Brothers. Up next, folks. If you like heavy spot matches or spot heavy matches, let's work that out in my brain. But my favorite part of the week, Mark Henry is here. Come on, folks. Can't argue with that. All right, so now Private Party's arguing with El Idolo already. Oh, wait, maybe they're not. All right. No, they're not arguing. They just wanted to interrupt. That was a confusing promo. All right. Are we going to get a Penta Says? We haven't had a Penta Says in a long while. Coke and Diet Coke. I love it. Now we got like Coke Jr. He really reminds me of Coke Jr. Penta Says. It's been a minute since we got a good Penta Says. Nope, you're not wrong. It's time for the main event. Coke Zero. Nice, Nick. Good job. You get a gold star for that one, big buddy. Oh, I glitched. Son of a bitch. Eddie Kingston, the Painmaker, Chris Jericho, Fighter Fest. And we got a bunch of people in a Shark Tank, folks. Oh, mother of... All right, folks. We got a little more action coming up. We're almost at the finish line. We're almost there tonight. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making this a wicked Friday night. A good amount of energy. SmackDown was rolling along. You know, we're getting Rampage. At least with the entertainment value has come up. I don't know if anyone else out there agrees or disagrees, but my argument or my feeling is the last hour was better than the first 2 hours. Easy. All right. Penta Says means five. Penta means 5, which is how many nights we have been here this week covering professional wrestling, and you do not want to miss any of it. That's right, folks. You really don't. The wrestling might suck. We never do. And if you want instant breakdown of what's going on, the stories, the news, the excitement, by all means, Tune in, tell your friends, tell everybody you know. You see a random stranger with a wrestling t-shirt, let them know about the Wrestling for Life Network, because we've only just begun, folks. We've only just begun. What else we got? We're a little quiet. And I see, we got over 20 people peeking in right now, and everyone's kind of quiet. Let's go. Talk. Let's go. What do you got? Everybody gone for a snack. That's what's good. Well, that's what's up. There we go. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we rolled through. Oh, here we go. Here they come. And they didn't come out with the tombstone. I love how fucking much Alex is into this shit. So into it. They got a perfect hype man for this group. They straight up beat them up and walked. Yeah, I mean, if those are supposed to be the two top contenders, the two threats, that can't go down that way. There is no point. Is there a third option? Is there someone else out there that can challenge Jade? Because these two just proved they're not worthy yet. It's one thing if, they're distracted by the baddie, or I know her name and it eludes me at this moment. But, and as they're distracted, Jade and Kira come down and, jump them from behind. And then that's the angle. Perfect. But they just get straight up just destroyed. Pancaked. And Jade looks amazing. Or Jose. Oh. Wow. Penta says, not today. Not today. Who do you got in the box, folks? Let us know who's winning this match tonight. Listen, if you know the true answer, just shut up. If you sneak the peek, I don't want to know. But I'll take guesses. Legit guesses. And dear AEW, 4 nights of Fighter Fest is stupid. Change that philosophy. Dude, making out with the camera. That's aggressive. Boom.
Yes. So, yeah, I still think this could be an interesting match. I think it's been quite a while since we've seen Private Party, and I know we had that rumored. I think it was a rumored either Penta or like we were rumored to have Andrade. Oh, big ass twisting cutter, just
huge.
Cut my whole
huge. My grandfather used
well,
to say
that's the thing is no matter who you put in there with the Lucha Bros, I feel like they could have a good tag team match with a pair of broomsticks.
Yes. Now, I mean, they get criticized for some of the botches and being too spot heavy, but there's more to them than that.
Well,
and
that's a bit of the Lucha style.
No, and that's it. And I love it. Like, I'm a huge fan. I think people went crazy when they actually won the belts. I wish their title run was a little bit better, but that could have been partly due to injury, I believe.
That and also the Young Bucks.
And the Young Bucks. Yeah.
Well, did you also? I heard today that. Oh, that was interesting.
Tilt-a-whirl. The silly string worked. It's the first time the silly string has worked in 2 years.
Oh, and a fucking cutter on the top rope.
I remember when a cutter was a finisher.
Yeah.
Just
DP,
me.
RKO.
History. Da-da-da. Na.
Well, no. Oh, so that's what I was saying. I heard that supposedly, according to Meltzer or Papa Buck Jr., I guess we should call him at this point, that there's no plans to have a FTR Young Bucks match.
That's what happened. And I think the Young Bucks, sorry I jumped on you, Nick.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I think the Young Bucks bitched out. I think the Young Bucks bitched out and ran away. I think they stood there for the first time and they realized, oh, wait, we're not the shit. What the fuck? And instead of doing what they should have done, and that's book a fucking match in the AEW tag team division that you're apparently overseeing, you have a match with the hottest tag team on the fucking planet, and you drop those belts like men. You don't give those belts to someone else and let that happen and let FTR go get them from Swerve and Lee. Because you know what everybody wants to see. And you assholes took the W the first time, and everybody wants to see that happen. And that's why I think they lost that triple threat match, because they got fucking cheered out of their own building. And that's unfortunate for them.
That you literally took the words right out of my mouth. Like, I literally could not have put it better. But that's absolutely to me is what is happening. That's why I've completely turned, full cornet on the Young Bucks. I don't want to see them on my screen at all.
They pushed
to
out.
me, the best part of what made that triple threat match work is that they weren't really involved in much of anything. They were just there to help get Starks and Hobbs and Lee and Swerve from the one spot to the next.
They don't give a shit but they didn't give a shit who they gave those belts to. They would give those belts to anybody but FTR.
And that's the sad part, because that's the thing, is that's why I feel like that whole they're the best tag team in professional wrestling. That's never been true to me. That has never for a minute been true.
Yeah, no, sorry. And I think they completely bitched out. I really do think they ran for the door. And again, for the fact that they lost those belts coming off the heels of everything that them basically being told that FTRs are favorites. Sorry, guys. That's fucking mind-blowing, because 2 years ago, you would have never imagined the AEW fan base chanting any tag team other than the Young Bucks when the Young Bucks were
Young Bucks were able to keep everybody pushed down.
Yeah. But everybody has seen what FTR has done. Tony's now butt buddies with them as far as curled right up in cuddles. You know how Tony likes to do. Not the Vince McMahon style.
Well, no, I wouldn't even put the Young Bucks in the top two tag teams right now in professional wrestling. I wouldn't even put them even in second place to the FTR. I'd put the Briscoes at number 2.
Briscoes number 2. Usos number 3.
Yeah, it's almost even debatable if they'd even be top
5. Commonwealth Connection's better than them. Shit, I could keep going.
Swerve and Lee.
Swerve and Lee are actually better than them.
Brody and Malachi.
I kind of wanted Starks and Hobbs to steal that. I wanted Team Taz to steal that belt and make Lee and Swerve chase them.
I wish they would do more with the FTW championship. If they've got 10 million championships floating around, and you've got Dark Elevation, Ring of Honor, Dynamite, Rampage, do something.
Ray Phoenix, like, what are his legs made out of?
Rubber.
Like, what is it that, like, spring? It's like he's got springs, like, from the fucking knee down. It's just spring.
He's just Elastic Man,
It's fucking nuts. Wow,
he's just an X-Man. Oh, what the hell was that?
I don't know if he fully got his legs across, like, high enough.
I think he just drilled him. I didn't think he just kicked him right in the face because he's holding his face. I think he just booted him right in the face.
Nick and I are better than the Bucks. Deal. He's your best friend, buddy.
You got me feeling some type of way, but I will admit that.
Best friend.
Right. People, let me tell you about my best friend.
It's Will Smith and Jazzy Jeff right here.
That makes you Rob Deerdeck then. If I'm big, I'm Big Nick instead of Big Black.
Oh, Robbie Weird Dick. Oh, and I will admit, I don't hate their finisher.
Well, they're good. I think that they just need to actually be their own thing. They don't need to be in a giant stable that's just, back to like the Dangerous Alliance type days of just everybody's together because of money. No one really, it doesn't always make sense.
Well, I mean, I think with the Private Party, I think if they just stayed babyface and kept just winning, like kind of like Top Flight's trying to be, except one brother can't stay healthy for more than a week. So kind of
you get injured. No, you get injured. No, you get injured.
Put them in the ring, let them win match after match. That's what that's what builds us. Okay, they won another one. Okay, they won another one. Okay, they won another one. Now we're starting to get invested. That's kind of what happened with the Acclaimed and Caster and Bowens. They just won matches. They had good matches, and they just gradually got over with the fans with time. And they could have done that with Private Party, getting caught with Matt Hardy and trying to be heelish. I guess because the Street Profits are such a babyface team, was that part of the thought process? I don't know, but they could have done the babyface routine much better, I think.
I think they just need to actually just get some consistency behind them is really what it is. Whether they're babyface or heel, they're 1 minute they're with Matt Hardy, the next minute they're winning and kind of halfway.
Oh, we got a box! Look at this!
Oh, he caught 0.0% of that top rope dive.
What the fuck just happened there, Penta?
He almost pulled a Finn Balor to where, like when the rope snapped, it just ate complete shit.
Death Valley driver into the turnbuckle. Scoop. Pump handle. Jesus Christ.
Oh, that looks so painful to take. Yeah. Not only are you getting a pump, and he kicked out.
He kicks out.
Wow, this is getting Private Party over. This is the most I've talked about Private Party in
I don't believe it, Scott. I don't believe it. I do not.
He had a stinger. He had a boo-boo.
I don't believe it. I think it's bullshit. It's tail between their legs. We're going to go sit on the couch and they'll miss us. We'll show them.
Yeah, if there is anyone that is basically Kevin Nash in a tag team, like if Kevin Nash Roosh!
Wow, that's rude. And the ref didn't notice it. The ref, Rick Knox, you idiot. You're not supposed to look. Wait, what?
I'm going to start a ref school for the deaf, dumb, and blind, and I'm going to have 100% graduation percentage rate because that's what I feel every ref really qualifies as.
Oh, my God.
Oh! Right on the crown of that man's head.
Oh, my God. He fucking planted him. Wait, the team that had the run-in lost.
Yeah, well, I also feel like and Andrade's like, what the hell? And so is Roosh. But yeah, I feel like Private Party got the rougher end of that deal because I'm pretty sure Felix has proceeded to kick one in the face and he just planted the other one flat on the top of his head. He went full Jack Evans on him.
Uh-oh. You two are BS. He's talking about the Bucks.
Are we the Backstreet Boys or something? What's BS?
The wrestlers in the white mask injured his knee. That's Phoenix, and it's possible.
Yeah. Well, when your knees are made out of rubber bands, sometimes they snap because that man has ups.
It's already here in Louisville. What is already there in Louisville?
Yeah, you had this whole thing to where you're like, he's here, and then just didn't comment for like a good 10 minutes. So what's happening over there in Louisville?
What's happening in Louisville, Cornette?
Right. I know Jim's there. Is that what this is? Is this Jim? I mean, if it is, hi, Jim. I'm a big fan. But yeah. Explain yourself, Scott.
Yeah, what is up? But yeah, I mean, let us have your ratings for Rampage. Chris, that's aggressive.
Yeah, that's that's aggressive. And I get recency bias in comparing it because it was the better show out of the two. But that doesn't mean it gets a full 10 out of 10.
8. Ooh, 8's a big number. How are you feeling? You made me go for it.
I'm almost there. I'm almost there, but I'm not
arriving.
Quite. I will say 7.
I kind of want to just go 7.5 just to be that guy.
I was right there. I'll say we both go 7.5.
I mean,
I'm right there because I was close to an 8.
We're in that race.
Like you called it right there. That was a good match. That was a great main event there. And then until we had the run-in, that the team that got the run-in still lost, and Penta just face planting. Yeah,
Penta kind of botched there. It was they got over it. It's just funny, like what happens. But I mean, it's hard. But that goes to the point where, you know, if you pick and choose your spots for some of your high spots, I mean, they're on the rope so many times, they're gonna fall. They're gonna slip.
Right. It's humans still performing, you know. Right. There's going to be slip ups. There's going to be mistakes. Doesn't mean I can't laugh at it. For crying out loud, everybody still remembers, you know, from The Simpsons, man getting hit in groin by football.
Right.
So absolutely, stuff like that's just unfortunately going to be funny. Do people cross the line and go way too overboard with that? Absolutely.
You know what? It's Friday night, Scott. We're feeling good. And I really think that that flew right over our head. But Rampage was already over in Louisville.
I was gonna say you need to clarify. You know, we're on a couple vitamins, so you know it's the Friday night feel right, get right. So sometimes some things just kind of sail right over our head.
It's true, man. But yeah, folks. All in all, that's 3 hours in the books. We had some really good wrestling, really good back and forth. I don't know. I mean, for me, it was a good night. There was some good things, there were some bad things, some bad booking. I still don't like what happened with Jade. That didn't make any sense to me.
I heard that while I had stepped away. Now that you said that and everything, that makes a lot more sense. You were building them up, and then she just comes out and just pretty much squashes them in 30 seconds. Like, okay, they weren't really that distracted. It wasn't like they were getting mobbed by a gang of people. Or they even went toe to toe. She just squashed them. So you're shooting yourself in the foot.
Like, and again, the kind of the classic way to write it is like if the heel runs out, comes out like she's gonna save her friend, right? And then the baby faces, like, you know, hold them back, play king of the castle, or queen of the castle in this case, and maybe Statlander hits a move because Athena got the finish. And the bad guy or the bad girl isn't willing to engage. One option. The other option is you have, you know, like I said, you distract the baby faces, the heels come out, take advantage, they go over. For her to just walk out and kick both women in the face, well, that doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah.
However, it was supposed to be one or the other. If it ends up being a triple threat, then what?
Oh, you think that they do Jade versus Statlander versus Athena?
And Athena wins, and that's how they avoid Jade losing.
Spicy.
That's why she came out and kicked both of them in the face. And the only way you can beat her by, you know what, you two teamed up on me, which kind of what happened tonight anyway. So
I still think we're going to get a tag team match now between Statlander and Athena versus Jade and Kiera Hogan, which I mean is not going to be bad, but it upsets me at times that even anybody in the chat, like, and us especially, can sit there and just book a storyline way better than they can, just completely on the fly. We don't work for them. We're literally doing it spur of the moment live and can pull something out that is better than anything they come up with. Yes, get on here.
Yeah, right. He's saying hello, dude. Where's Victor when I need him? CJ, cut the shit. 3 out of 10. It wasn't a 3 out of 10. There's no way Rampage gets a 3 out of 10. SmackDown could definitely have a 3 out of 10. I mean, Thomas got a 6 in there, and I understand where I could be comfortable with a 6, 6.5. I know I went 7.5, but it was just
I'm still staying at my 7.5.
Right. I mean, yeah, we're in that ballpark. I mean, 8, I struggle with an 8 for the show just because it was a little bit lacking. But I like that 1 hour of just quick hit wrestling in and out. Let's go. Let's see how it's feeling, and just blow right through it. And there's no time.
Yeah, there's not enough time to lollygag and get caught up in weird promos where you cosplay as the tag team that you're calling out for promo.
WWE Mark, CJ giving some love. Big shout out to CJ. He will be back. 4 for Rampage. 6. Yeah. All right. See some pro. SmackDown was bad. SmackDown was bad. And when you don't have Roman enough,
SmackDown was bad in comparison to Rampage. I think Rampage was actually just really good. Like, we got Claudio is calling out Jonathan Gresham at Death Before Dishonor for the Ring of Honor Championship. So I think it's more of just Rampage was actually really good.
Yeah, that's a good point too. I forgot that happened.
Well, because SmackDown was very much divided, even between us, between the chat. Like, you had some people that would rate it kind of high, and you had some people that would rate it kind of low. So it was very much a back and forth on that. And I just think Rampage was just really good following SmackDown.
Yeah, and Ryan here has a really good point to this, right? SmackDown had one match in 60 minutes. It's a rough go when you go an hour without any type of, conflict, physical conflict.
Yeah. And yes, CJ, I want you to join.
I'm on my couch. Want me to join while we're about to get off?
Yeah, fair enough. Fair point. Join us backstage.
Join us backstage. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, in our baddies section.
Our baddies section.
People with J's get in, but I get in just by affiliation.
Okay. Anyway.
Hey, CJ.
Yeah, no, I got it. I was gonna play off like you can't get in, but I moved on.
Yeah. I set you and you didn't take it.
Yeah, right. The first thing you've done right in a long time is Liv Morgan as champion. I mean, I get why it happened, and I think it's better than what the story was prior to her winning the championship. I think this is better, more entertaining.
Yeah, I would say best thing since Roman won versus Brock at Mania.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, we've kind of
we don't need to split hairs on that.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, and in the sense of, I mean, we got Liv, and she's over.
That was the highlight of that whole pay-per-view. That's the one talking point that you left with. You had the really high point of Liv winning, and you had the really low point of Austin Theory winning.
Look at this man. Seriously. This guy feeling good as shit. Dude, it looks like he looks like he's not alone. Yes!
Hey! Hello, you guys. I'm here for real.
Chilling.
Yeah. With the baby.
Yes, this is now the after hours on Friday nights.
Well, you can't tell everyone it's the after hours after we brought up to the babies here.
Well, no.
The hip
know what I meant. Yeah, no.
Bro, what are you doing? Let it go. No.
All right.
All
the minute you got going, he's like, I'm into stuff.
Like, messes with whites. Like, what? Man, how was the show tonight, though? Like, what's happening on SmackDown and Raw?
And Raw, Rampage.
I'm on Father Weekend,
All right. No, it's SmackDown was kind of SmackDown. A lot of the shit we've already seen, we've already done, we've already gone through. I mean, some surprises.
My son heard you because he looked like, what?
Yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah, I kind of expected that. I caught like a small glimpse of SmackDown.
Yeah, Double J is now the special guest ref for the Usos versus the Street Profits. Jeff Jarrett.
What?
Yeah.
He really
and they had a pre-made video package because they just so happened to be prepared in case it ended in a controversial hitting situation to where someone's shoulder was up.
Again.
That is crazy.
Hogan.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that clip. But what the hell happened on Rampage?
Claudio is going to challenge Jonathan Gresham for the ROH Championship at Death Before Dishonor.
Cool. So we're gonna have Claudio being the new champ.
Yep.
And when is Samoa Joe fighting in Ring of Honor?
Yeah. Samoa Joe is defending the TV Championship, I think, against Jay Lethal on that card, or it might be Satnam.
Gotcha.
No, it's Lethal.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I think it's lethal. But no, he's back. Oh no, he's not.
I got phone calls coming through.
No, we're good. Have a good night, boys.
Busy man, folks.
Have a good night, little man.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes. No, it was good to see CJ, and a big shout out to all the members of the fam. So, it's over already. It was over already. It was already over. Didn't I already read
Yes,
that?
we know. This is the post show.
So Claudio with the ROH belt, good. Yeah, I like it. I like it, Ryan. I think it's a good way to go. Again, you have a log jam in AEW. You can't have everybody fighting for the top title. It's good for Claudio. I think it's good publicity. He gets to have a belt. He deserves it. He's a veteran. Yeah, why not? I mean, why not? And again, it's notoriety on a different level. Like, we like Gresham. Wrestling fans know of Gresham and appreciate him. But Claudio Cesaro is a bigger name, period.
Oh, yeah. Well, and that's the thing is it's kind of disappointing that Gresham's been on a heater, deserves a run, all of that. Granted, he has one, but he could still keep going and be even a bigger star. And unfortunately, we all I get the feeling, no, Claudio is going to win that match, which is great because to me, he's built to be like someone you would want as the face of your company, especially something like ROH. If you're kind of reevaluating it, reestablishing it to a major audience, because now it's under the AEW umbrella. Having somebody that people know from WWE, with it being Cesaro, absolutely, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's closing time.
I know who I want to take.
Was the TNT title, TNT belt not enough? The problem right now is you got Wardlow on that heater, and you can't knock him off. Yeah. I don't think you can undo that one. So
who beats Wardlow?
And look, he never held the ROH before as well. I like it. I like that move. I think if that's what the outcome of this is, and then like you said, Blackpool Combat Club, Yuta has a belt.
Yuta's the pure champion. Claudio as the world champion, and also you have Moxley as, granted, he's the intern, but he's still the AEW world champion. Absolutely, that you turn that into the top faction in the company right there.
I was trying, guys. It was in another conversation. It happens, bro. But we appreciate you trying. But with that being said,
that's all that I can ask.
We got to the bottom, so I mean, it feels like a good time. Doubleheader Friday in the books. 2 shows, 2 hosts, a bonus host that popped in and said hi, and then a
bonus host.
Yeah. So, yeah, folks. Thank you for being here as always. Tonight was crazy. Love to see all the new viewers. We love to see those crazy numbers pop up as far as live.
Friday night is always a special night.
Yeah,
for whatever reason, even. Whether it's SmackDown, Rampage, us, it's mostly us. Let's be honest.
Mostly true.
Fridays is always just special in one way or another.
That's it. So, folks, click that little bell, like, subscribe, tell all your friends. You want a T-shirt? Go buy a T-shirt. Don't forget, Alt Tees is rocking our T-shirt, and we got more. We got more things coming, more shirts and more ideas.
Big things popping, little things stopping.
Why can't I find what I'm looking for anymore? Where is it? I don't know what I did. There we go. So yeah, check out the T-shirt. Go to Alt Tees. Go to our social media. Get yourself a Wrestling for Life edition of the T-shirt, and stay tuned. I know Alt Tees has a couple tricks up their sleeve, so we're looking forward to that and give them some love. Great great to work with. And yeah, we're pretty pumped. I mean, we're starting to get our own merch. I like it. I like it, folks. So,
like I said, big things popping, little things stopping. Be a friend, tell a friend. Every day is a great day to have a great day. We will catch you all on the flip side.
I like it. I gotta find the button. I wasn't ready. Yes, like he said, on the goddamn flip side. Thank you, folks. Good night.